Hello and good evening, everyone. I do hope, oh my God, I do hope you're all good. You're having a good time. Good evening. We don't have any music. Let's put on some music real quick. I forgot that. Well, I fear I always forget that. Yeah, well, it's stream time. This is easy to forget because it's not, we are not used to it yet, I guess. Let's see what we can find today. What do we do? What do we do? I have a couple of good things over here. Maybe lo-fi. Is there something good lo-fi stuff in here? Let's test this first. I may actually have to change eventually some of my playlists here, but because we are on YouTube as well, I can't just play everything. So this is why. Let's just put it on 2. I've no idea. Lo-fi should be a little higher up at the volume. So there goes that. Everything else is arranged. Awesome. Okay, now you filled in the sub paperwork. Ads back. Very not fun. Oh, are they back? Oh, God. Okay. PC stream. Let's go. Pim's Adventures. Yes. First of all, hello to everyone. I have no idea who's in, so please raise your hands to see who is in chat. If you want to lurk, that's totally fine. You can vanish into your lurk right away, but I just want to see quickly your hands and hooves and arms and whatever you have, your paws, to see what we're doing. Also, can we just, for the moment being, just put that one over here. First of all, thank you for the follow, Princess Zelda. Also, what's that? Dillatrace. I can't see for the subscription. Anthony plays. Couple of things before I go into everything else. I have sorted out all the stuff, as Kane rightfully so has just said. First of all, Phoenix, good evening to you. Pim's Adventures, Purple Hazy. Who else can I see? Pim Planet Zoo, good evening to you. Good evening, Lumia stream, hello. Also, Kane, good evening to you as well. Princess Zelda, thank you. Thank you for the follow as well. Kamiomi, Lemon Genesis, thank you all for being in here. Also, all the one, Just Me, N6F, hi from Sweden. Hello. Oh, look at that. The only thing is, in chat, I can see the Twitch emotes. I can't see the YouTube emotes. I can only see the one you're using. I assume I know which one it is. This chat over here doesn't really display them. Anywho's, I have Lumia, a Lumia stream subscription. That's kind of the bot you're seeing. And there's some really cool stuff now. There is now a brand new feature called the viewer profiles. So I can put on a profile for every single one of you. I'm just gonna see if I can this. It's a salted camel, Jinitha, exactly. I'm just gonna see if I can. Jinitha _NL is your handle. Can I do this, or do I have to put a new one in? I'm wondering. Like, I have to see list. Okay, so can I do a new one? Most achievements, most alerts. How is this working? Track viewer activity, commands, alerts, and achievements. Settings. Enable. Only collect viewer profile data while streaming. No, it's fine. So if someone of you can use a command, like a light command or so, maybe I can see this or track this in here and give this in. Trigger a command or alert to start building profiles. Okay, I have no idea how to do that, but this is like, this got a massive overhaul, this wonderful stream tool, Lumia Stream. I once bought, you know what, I'm just going to quickly show it to you, because it's such a great tool. There you have it. This is the tool over here. This is Lumia Stream, as you can see, and there is like a bajillion settings. See, what we do have is we do also have a lot of commands. You can see there is like a whole bunch of commands in here, like poll ended, poll start. You can see there's all type of test lighting, but we also do have our own ones, which I really don't know where exactly all that stuff is, because we've built like so many alerts in the past, and I have no idea which one it is. But this is also where like the why does no planet Zoom better to play career mode? It's been literally years and you still haven't tutorial message. I know. Yeah, I played this in the beta version, and then yeah, it's basically gone. I wonder where all my classic light settings are, because surely they should still be this one, right? Is that working? Oh, it's not working. Oh, or was it baby camel, or is it red? I really forgot what all the, yeah, red still works, okay. But I wonder if chatbot commands, is this over here? Rudy AI, system AI response, dual. What is this Rudy AI, for example? How to use? I've never done this. I've never created them. But there's a whole bunch of stuff I can do to make the stream overall more engaging. But this is like extremely overwhelming for me personally because, as you can see, there is like so much stuff available in here. I can also send chats from over here. I can put all the different stuff in, all the different connections. You can see there's my global control of the lights behind me. So I can show you better if I tune down this light, I guess. Now you can see this light better. So I could pick this color over here and put this to a bit more of that one. Yeah, it's hard to tell, but that switched my light out a little bit. And then you look also how the lights are called. I want to dive into that. I didn't have the time yet, but I just wanted to quickly show you because there's like all that kind of stuff. You can see this is where all the lamps are. Oh, there are my commands. Look at that. This is Pride. We still have Pride in here. Look at that. We've got Oreo, who's just black, I guess it was. That's what she said we still have. Let's wait until this is done. Yeah, that's what she said. pretty lovely. You can see all the people who have been in here. Look at all the people. Username. Wait, hold on. Jennifer. I can't, but I can put the people to the different levels because at one time when streams used to be very busy, we needed to set down things to just subscription or follower only because otherwise this doesn't work. But there's like a whole bunch of stuff you can see over here. I'm not sure what Rudy AI is not connected. ChatGPT is, oh my god, you can connect ChatGPT. Why the heck would you do that? It is me. Stream is literally the personification of human beings. This is definitely not going to happen, guys. Faye is still working. Look at that. Anyways, I just wanted to quickly show you. There is like so much stuff in here. I have to really get into that. You can see I can toggle a HUD. I can stop Lumia, turn it on, pause, queue, clear, blah, cooldowns, clear cooldowns. There's like so much I can get into. But what I wanted to actually show you is... there is, as I said, where is the... I got to search for that again. The viewer profiles in here. So, Kane, you got this. You have done this. Can I do something with you? Recent. Look, he's got... You used the command. Totals is Faye. Can I do something with you? I'm wondering, like, if this is just for the people who did do some commands or what this actually does tell me. What does it merge mean? Merge mode is enabled. Click another viewer to merge into Kane. Ah, okay. I don't want to merge anyone into Kane. But this is now... I thought I could give you guys actual specifications, whatever. Moin there. Do you have to see? Got your herbs ready? A mythical circle of friends has arrived. Oh, Dew of the Sea. Oh my god. Is that a raid? I can't see, but I think it's a raid, isn't it? Is that a raid, guys? Okay, I gotta get rid of my stuff here. I'm not sure if that's a raid, but you have to see, it looks like. Why do I not get the notification for that? It should be an alert. Get your herbs ready, mythical circle of friends. Your reaction to the ChatGPT pop-up is so refreshing. Oh my god, yeah. I mean, you know that I have actually a bit of a different stance on AI anyways, but Metal Life Gaming, good evening. Hello, welcome on in, everyone. So, again, I will set up all the Lumia stuff in the future. I have no idea how to do that. I have no idea how that works. Maybe I also will need some help from my wonderful moderators. They already claimed they have too little to do, so I may actually do this, but there's like a lot of stuff I can do over here, and I want to make this all a lot more engaging. There's also a way of do games. I can put games into... Wait, no, hold on. Is this games? Game, last player, tournament game. Yeah, I want to see what else. I can do so many things in here. That is insane. Well, this is just so fun. Chat match, chat commands, chatbot commands, Twitch point extend. What is chatbot commands? Oh, this is all the commands we have. Uptown, state, edit, test. How to use SO. Let's give... Oh, shoutout does work. So, clip for new user first, F2 sec failed. What? So, can I do this? SO Dew of the Sea, and I only need Twitch, I guess. Does this work? I mean, look at that. Oh my god, it does work. It does work. Okay, so that I think I do have to ask my mods to get into, but that is interesting. So follow edge is here, raffle. That is very interesting. Points balance. We can make points work. We can do a roulette. We can do a duel. How is duel working though? Maximum amount. Oh my god, there is so much good stuff. Okay, I'll dive to that at a different point. Wait, hold on. Are you unsafe? Yeah. Blah 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 blah. Dashboard. Oh my god. Okay. The last thing I want to tell with that is also Liv. Good evening to you as well. Also Frank. Wait, is that Frank? AKA TVA, or how do I pronounce that? Anyways, good evening to everyone joining. I will be jumping into. Shall we just have a little look at my Emperor Penguin thing first before we jump into the wonderful tropical island? I have an animal that we are going for today. I for the longest was confused which one I'm going to use, but we are going for the small clawed otter. This cutie little thing we are going to use today. Not sure if I get this thing finished. I have a specific vision for what I want to build, but I'm not sure if I will succeed in that. JJ Nico, good evening to you, or good morning, or whatever. Oh, fun thing. Let me just quickly know your time of day, guys, so I know a bit better where you're from, what I can expect if I help you at breakfast, or if I help you at dinner, or lunch, or midnight snack, whatever I'm with you for, let me know. So yeah, this has been my little dedication build for the Emperor Penguin. Fun fact, as you can tell here to the top left, you can easily tell how bad the FPS are already, because this game certainly does not like. I'm just also putting this up here. Look at that, I have got a header now. This game absolutely doesn't love big volumes of water like this one. It absolutely doesn't. This is like the FPS killer whatsoever, and I've got a pretty decent computer, so that's not. I mean, Kamiomi, chill down, okay? In Texas, look at that. It's for Kane, we've got lunch. Oh, actually, it's just about after lunch. 3 p.m. Look at that. But you know, yeah, I know Jennifer Fafa. Evening. Most of you guys have evening. Okay, so that is very interesting. But anyways, this is my little build I did for the Emperor Penguin. We also like little babies. Little babies, how are you doing, you fluffy little thing? Stop clipping through it. But I'm just like wondering how Planet Zoo 2 is gonna look. Like honestly, I still have that feeling that this game, like, it's incredible how well Planet Zoo kept up. Hessen, yeah, well, that's not a different time zone. It's just like a different mindset zone, but not a different time zone. Yeah, no, just kidding. I mean, this is obviously a mod, but still we have in-game animals that look so super well. I'm really curious to what they can improve about the animals, like, because Planet Zoo already looks so freaking good, and like some of the foliage mods over here do show how much you could even improve on that one, but there's a lot I'm very confused about to what they will actually improve. As I said in all my overview videos, I think mostly my feeling is that you need to go into animations and making them feel more alive rather than changing them. But what do I know? That is just a stupid camel waiting for any news now. I gotta say that, you know, if someone of Frontier is still in chat, I love you guys to bits, or if someone of Frontier is watching this video, this live stream later, just know that I love you guys to bits. But the current situation, no matter if it's a creator who is very close to you or if it's a person who has been shit-talking for the last month, I think everyone is annoyed by now, and rightfully so, in my honest opinion. We are now having, or it's actually today is the 21st April of 2025, 2026. Oh my god, yeah, 2025 would be fun. No, and except that one note at, let me just quickly double check when that was. Hold on, that is planetcoaster.com. I'm just gonna see when that news dropped. And the news dropped March 2026, 31st of March. So it's about a month ago where you dropped that arcade teaser. That is, now we're fine with PZ. I am absolutely in need of PZ2. I gotta say, I am in need of it because this game lacks interest. That is my main issue, and there is no support on this game anymore. We don't have full aquatics, we don't have birds, which both of these things I do expect for the second game, and I just want to see them not repeating the same failure they had with Planet Coaster 2 at the beginning. Well, Planet Coaster 2 is obviously great, but it's great now. It's not been great from the beginning. So my question is, if I want to fill in this bit in the middle here, or if I go to all the way to the other side, because this other side offers a bit more space base. Well, I think I'm gonna go with this area here. Hold on. So, just to finish that point, Frontier. This is just, like, I think it's not really acceptable at the moment, because, like, people need an information, and you guys said, like, there's going to be a free update in April, and then there's going to be a DLC in June, which, to be fair, is fine the way it's done, but, like, the update is not somewhere in April. It's like very late April, because even so, if tomorrow would be the announcement, which is impossible, but tomorrow I'm at home, so I could cover it at earliest on Thursday, because I'm not at home, because Frontier always drops the news when I cannot, like, cover these. It's just the rule, okay? That's just the rule how it is. But yeah, eventually this, I just genuinely hate the fact that there's no communication whatsoever. Even if it needs to be delayed, that is fine. Or just give us a second teaser of some sort. Just, in general, something, you know? That would be fine. The same goes with Planet Zoo 2. It's been announced in November, obviously, the anniversary, 6th year anniversary. That has been the announcement, with a little note, we can't wait, what we can share with you later. But what is later? It's half a year later. When? Usually, when, let me just check. When did, just for the sake of check-in, I mean, this is always, if you are new to the live stream, we always take half an hour before we actually start doing things, okay? It's like the rambling hour, half hour. Anyways, first of all, let's check the, honestly, I might stick with Planet Zoo at least till Planet Zoo 2 is highly on sale, because I purchase every DLC for the, I mean, it depends on what they're doing, how many animals we are getting at the beginning, because to be honest, the, I mean, also the amount of animals in Jurassic World and Planet Coaster 2, and it's obviously not animals but rides, has been pretty fair. So it's not been the same base feeling. But yeah, quickly, let's say Planet Zoo reveal trailer. Just gonna see when that was. Announcement trailer. Yeah. But it's not the announcement trailer, right? Because that one is obviously... Oh, it is. So the announcement trailer. Oh my God, hold on. The announcement trailer. Oh, this is actually interesting. The announcement trailer of Planet Zoo was the 24th of April, 2019. So that means it would technically be on. Is it Friday? No, it's Saturday, right? It would be Saturday. I don't think they go for Saturday, do they? What is a mod? Mo for hey, what is a mod, by the way? I remember Gamescom the Alpha Showcase so long ago. Yeah. So hold on, this is actually April. Okay, but what about Planet Coaster 2 reveal trailer? That one has been announced. Oh, no, that's odd. That's the 11th of July. Was it so late in the year? 11th of July. That's interesting. So they used to being earlier, but that has been super late. That's just like 2 months before the game has actually launched, right? Interesting. I thought it was earlier. Okay, never mind then. Okay, so we can't read anything into it. It's what it is. Okay, every Frontier game has it. Is it wait, has been experienced in radio silence as well. Yeah, I don't, it's just like no news at all. And I mean, with Jurassic seems like a bigger marketing move, because all the other Jurassic channels are dead silent too from the same day onwards. So it almost seems like that this is kind of a planned situation right now, but who knows? So yeah, what we're going to do, guys, I'm just going to go and build straightforward today. I have a pretty obvious idea of building. Let me just delete some of the pathway. Hold on, is path not? Oh God. So pathway, you go away. Just gonna clear some space over here. So that is fine. Music is not playing anymore. There you go. And I guess I do need to do a bit of terraforming here. Not too much though. Wow. Look at that humongous thing. So I'm just gonna be curious, guys. If you could, so they're cooking Planet GTA 6. Oh my God. If you guys could play Frontier, or like if you guys know, let's put it another way around. If you guys had full power, what game would you want Frontier to create? Like, if you could tell them, okay, hold on, you are only going to create one game now. Which game would that be? I'm very curious to understand what you guys would love to see from them, because I have I guess I have a certain idea of what I would love to see from them, but Yeah, but that would. I'm very curious to what you guys say. Okay, so first of all, let's just drag this all over. Like it's kind of big gap over here. I'm gonna go for a 2 meter kind of thingy here. Let's have a looky look. This is that. But what if we fill water in you? Is that? Oh, it's almost like. Ah, that is nice. So let's grab that thing. Actually, you know what? The devs is pretty fine, okay. 100 chat messages already. Guys, you're on a roll. Let's see if we can top the 50 likes on stream this time around. So 50 is the latest, like I thought 55 was the latest top level. 55 likes on the stream on YouTube. That would be today's goal. If we can match that, that would be amazing. If could make a sequel to Planet Zoo, that would be crazy. Just a thought though. Purple Hazy, Planet Zoo 2 is officially announced. Not sure if you're being sarcastic here, but it is officially announced, just so to let you know. Alright, so that is fine. I guess I'm gonna leave it as that. This is Planet City Theme Park and Zoo Expansion. Interesting. Very interesting. Also, can I switch? And it doesn't matter. Let's just hit play for a second so that people vanish. Okay, good. Let's get rid of the water. I didn't know that this is going to be exactly like this, so just let's do it that way. A restaurant game could be funny, as it's like devs and you got actual mechanics. Could be like Kitchen's Nightmare. Oh, I love Overcooked, for example. But like Overcooked is basically not like how I would imagine Frontier to do a game, but it's definitely a very fun game indeed. So yeah. That absolutely, I just fully agree. Okay, so I'm just going to try to do something here. I think I'm going to go with this, and then we should be able to have it that way. I'm just going to move the terrain up till this standard over here. Oops. Is it punched through? It is. Let's just go here. Yeah, okay, fine. Fine, I see fire over the mountain. I see fire. Okay, so that's that. That should be all good. All good. And then we should be having that in a way. That is good. This is all good. This is also from its height perspective pretty okay. So what we're going to do here is just a tiny bit of work. This is actually way too hard and it's in its delivery. So yeah, 21 likes already. Something like the way old school Roller Coaster Tycoon would be fun. I guess they did that with Planet Coaster, but still. See, I was about to do a video about why Roller Coaster Tycoon, especially 2, is unparalleled as a game. But I just saw that there are too many videos doing that already out there, so I didn't feel like I have to. But to be frankly honest, I did think about that lately quite a lot, and I was like, I think it's unfair because nowadays, and there's also my brother wrote that to me a couple days ago, there's like an official study in this, why we keep thinking that old games are better than modern day games, and there's like a scientific explanation to that, and that has to do with how our brain works. Now, obviously, in the past, games could not deliver on a graphical level like they do today. So what our brain does then naturally is it just kind of fills in the gaps missing to achieve what the game does. So if you think back at Roller Coaster Tycoon, for example, this game obviously was super limited in what it can show off. You know, you had that isometric view. You could only view it from 4 different angles. You couldn't zoom in that much. You couldn't look into any kind of building. So what your brain did is it did fill in the gaps. It did imagine what would be in there. It did imagine how the people felt. It did imagine how on-rides would look like. It did imagine all these things, which makes the overall experience just so much better. And in a way, because of this great soundtrack, the great feeling, the great delivery of this one, the overall feel of that game is unparalleled. You cannot achieve the same thing. It's just impossible because this is not how the modern day games in general would work. So as of that is a pretty interesting thought, but yeah, it's definitely something I found very interesting to delve into. I'm not sure, maybe I'm going to do a video anyways. You shouldn't be stopped by other people having done already the same thing, because then you wouldn't do anything in life, I guess, because whatever you do, most likely whatever you do has already been done somewhere in a different way. It's just literally how we work as humans. So yeah, that said, again, it shouldn't stop me from doing this. But yeah, eventually, this is something I did think about lately. So, also Commando Elite, good evening. I haven't seen you in a while. Good evening to you. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good time. If I was Frontier, I would avoid any genre where people expect the death management game mechanics and stick to simple sim type games. Fair point. Evening Rudy, you said hello. Also, I think judging something at a younger age is still not engraved in years. It comes later in life. That is true, but even people who are now, let's say, 10 years older than me, for example, who used to be way older when they played Roller Coaster Tycoon, they have the same, because also their brains needed to fill in gaps, you know. So it's not necessarily tucked to the people. I mean, the same goes for Anno. You know, my preferred Anno, my go-to Anno, my love Anno is the classic, wonderful classic Anno. Is the 1602. It's just like unbeaten, you know. I love all the games, but Planet Zoo is one of the few new games that I absolutely love. I thought I'm very curious for the news. I'm such a casual gamer that I just wait for it to come out. I hope that we can select the appropriate gas sand from specific region in PC2 because yeah, I would love to see them in general tackle the texture as a whole, because I think this is one of the weak points of this game, even compared now to Planet Coaster 2, which has a whole bigger variation of these things, and they merge the textures way better than this. The only strength of this game is the 3D grass. But yeah. But Rudy, what's your thought on Aston Wolf's video about the future of them? Just a bit too much backstabbing towards Frontier. I frankly haven't seen it. I mean, I've seen he posted that. I know that he generally is still positive towards them, but that's what I meant earlier. It's very hard at the moment to be genuinely nice, because whatever the reason is that's taking them so long to come up with news, it is a general communication issue they have for years now, and it's very, very hard to kind of keep saying the same thing over again and over again and over again and over again. It's like finally Frontier needs to get their things right. They finally need to do it. Otherwise, it's not about the quality. They have done great things now, especially to, let's say, a Planet Coaster 2. I keep saying that because I am convinced about what I'm saying right now. Planet Coaster 2 is a great game, and in my very honest opinion, it is the best game that they have out currently. It's unfortunately not seen as that, because the beginning and start has been very bad. And this is what I meant. There has not been a bigger marketing campaign. There has not been a genuine campaign using bigger creators to say, hey, people, Planet Coaster 2 is now a great game. There has not been a, hey, we are back live stream kind of thing. Look at all the changes. There has not been a 1 year Planet Coaster 2 stream or video with all the improvements they did. I did this video. I made this video and people were loving it and said half of the stuff they didn't even know was in the game right now. How do you expect people to know about your game if you are not even talking about this? Not even with your absolute core players. And this is what really annoys me at the moment, and again, which is where I have a very hard time finding like good words, because you all know resub. Oh my god, Gem Brew, you are the first one to reactivate the sub. Hello, welcome on in. This is so absolutely good. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Oh yeah, by the way, I should have mentioned, but you can sub now on Twitch. Again, I filled in all the money crap, and you know. Anyways, the summer trailer felt like a relaunch trailer to me. You know, the content creators were gonna, which summer trailer you meant? But yeah, I mean, it's not been addressed like that, I guess, at the end of the day. 24 likes, by the way, already, guys, and we are only half an hour in. This is going strong today. This is going strong. Thank you so much. I really enjoy. Okay, now, as for the setup, let's quickly stop recording. I want to give you, because I just was building and I didn't really brief you in on what we are doing. So this is going to be my wonderful otter, small plot otter habitat. And what I want to do is, like, I want to have like a bit of an area on top of here, and then people can have a look. I want to have like a bit of a plateau with a bridge walking over. This is going to be like a lower area where they can have a little lower area here and then walk back up. And this is like, there's going to be like a little water slide slide going down in here with waterfall pad to it. I want to make that slide go up here to the side so that they can walk, technically slide up there, but, you know, more or less like walk, and try to do my best with making it look like water. There's not really too many effects I can use, but let's try to do the best. And then, like, I could also make sure that this is like a longer slide of some sort. I'm just gonna look at that. But yeah, we have like then the pathway leading up to here. So what we are going to do is like having like a little plateau here. And I need to use the in-game one. So this one's actually size-wise, it's almost like good, but I want to give this a bit of a more prominent look. With 8 meters is like 10 meters even better. This might actually become a little bit of a plaza kind of thing, which is good. Like, let's do it that way. So this is kind of the plaza size, which is good. Prime money direct from Bezos to you. Yay! he's like putting all that money back in his rockets, okay? 25 likes. We're halfway there already, guys. Good stuff. If you can keep that like ratio up, we are done in about half the time like last stream. This is great. I would love to see a piece-by-piece medieval fantasy village game by them. Hold on. I couldn't catch the message. It would be so cool if you can add farm animals in Planet Zoo and then build Smith House, Cobbler. Wow. I honestly see that happening. I honestly see that happening with these people too. Just imagine them in a medieval kind of setting. I think that would work, you know. For me, if I think about the Planet genre as a whole, and oh boy, I'm just noticing. Wow. The quality upgrade of the people in Planet Coaster 2 is way bigger than I thought. Hold on. Let me just grab a screenshot. Do I have a screenshot of, hopefully I have a screenshot of humans. Of humans of some sort in Planet Coaster. Oh my god, do I have? Ugh. I'm not even sure if I have. Oh my god. Wait, nah. Kind of, I guess. I would need to have them as close as this. Hold on, give me a moment. Maybe I do have some more in here. Where are the screenshots? Or maybe I have to grab something from the website or from the internet. Yeah, I guess I have to get some from the internet. But I just noticed how much better they look in Coaster. Because it's rather important for what I want to say. Planet Fantasy, let's go. Would you think that the next CMS will be part of the plan? And I'll get to that in a moment. Give me a moment, Jonathan. I have a certain thing to say about that. Look, gallery. I need to go to the gallery. Is there a good picture? Not videos. Let me just go to pictures. Screenshots. That's where I needed to go. Screenshots of the game. There we have that. Where is a close-up of humans? Do we have a better close-up of humans somewhere? Not in here. Oh, just my old channel points got restored. Oh, is it like that? That's good. Oh, look at that. We have some very good images here. So let's open that one in a new tab and open, oops, do I have to, videos, screenshots. There we have the screenshots. And is there another one getting close to this? Because I was really confused right now looking at those people in here and I was like, oh my god, did they really improve this so dramatically? Which is very interesting. Hold on, is there like a better picture even? I want to get a similar image than that one. Whoa, they have some really funny images on the website. I didn't even see them before. That's interesting. But yeah, hold that thought, Jonathan. I have to say something about this. It's rather, there you go. There is a good one. This is a very good one. Damn, that is actually crazy. Okay, so I'm not sure if you can tell this from this picture already. I think this is not the best to give it away. I think this one is the best to give it away. Yeah, I am going to drop that in stream for a second. So there you go. What the heck is this? What the heck? Oh, this is the annual... Oh, wait, I dropped the wrong one. Let's delete that real quick. Yes. Where's that picture gone? It's... Hello? Okay, there you go. This is the picture. This should be... Yeah, there you go. We got it. Okay, so... Let's have that picture and move that over. So now go back to zoo in a bit. And you can absolutely see the quality upgrade. Let's go closer to the faces. Oh my god. Look at the upgrade also in the hair and in everything. Like also it's really, really damn good. That's really cool. I didn't know. Let's see if we can find similar type of hairstyle. We got a couple of people here, so maybe that is more visible then. Do you have these top hairs? Nope. 3. Lighting wise, it's not the best. But I'm really positively surprised. I mean, they said they had done a good overhaul. Yeah, you can absolutely tell that. Like how much more detail there is in the humans. Look at that, let alone the beard. Is someone having a beard over here? Let's see. Can we catch someone with a beard? Or was that also a new feature that they have a new... Oh my god, this guy looks... But is there no one? You got a half beard. Is there... There's someone with a beard. Oh my god, look at that. The beard doesn't even have any kind of... You can't see. There's the beard. It doesn't even have any kind of texture in it. And also like the nose and stuff. Oh wow. I genuinely didn't know. I genuinely did not know that this was such a massive improvement. Okay. I noticed lately when I was playing this, I noticed that the people look a lot better, like a lot more detailed. Yeah, but Kane, you gave me the perfect segue. Thank you. Little talky moment, okay? Let's go to webcam full for this. Little talky moment. This is your little talky moment with Rudy. We are speaking about, and I need to scroll back to the message of the Jintha. He said, would you think the next CMS will be part of the Planet IP? So, I drink something before. Building the tension. If I were Frontier, I would rely on what makes me money, right? Let's begin with the absolute easiest thing to talk about, money. Frontier hasn't been in a great situation the last couple of years, but they do have one game that is outselling every other game relatively and absolutely, which is this very game we are playing today, which is Planet Zoo. Why does it do so? Well, because it's their very own IP with a very big opportunity to sell stuff and DLCs. Now, why is the Planet genre so strong? And this goes down to exactly what Kane was referring to as a, I believe, negative. But what Frontier did, they created a brand, a franchise, that I personally think works wonders. Now, do these people look realistic? No, they don't. Do they look believable in what they do? Yes, they do. Do they look believable from a distance? Yes, they do. Do they fulfill what they need to do? Yes, they do. If you compare them to the people in... Well, let me grab a picture and pull it up. Hold on. Hold on. I mean, would you prefer them? Would you prefer... Like, do you actually prefer... these lifeless people from Jurassic World Evolution that look nothing like anything and try to be a little bit more realistic, I guess, while absolutely not being realistic and lifeless and soulless and, yeah, just genuinely not what would sell a good game at the end of the day. So, to answer your point, I absolutely think it is within the Planet franchise. The only reason why Jurassic World Evolution is considered being in the same IP franchise kind of thing is because of them having that weird naming of CMS, of Creative Management Simulation Game, which you technically could put in anything where you can build something, but I think if you look deeper into that, they should say Planet as a brand, which is a CMS, and I guess this look, the idea, the tools, everything that the Planet games already offer would be easily transferable to other genres like hotel builds, restaurant builds, like you guys said. Even like a city builder, even though I think with a city builder, they would need to change quite a lot. But anything like park game related, you could even make like a golf course like the game we've played, just in a way better thing. You could have a resort game that is really focusing on resorts rather than rather than parks, like a resort where you put like tennis courts down or like golf courts or even go-kart courts or whatnot. You could, like, there's so much in that Planet IP genre where you can have. Also, good evening to the ones who joined. I can see Leo Schleo, good evening to you. Also, Mo Fahey 89, good evening. And everyone else who joined, I did not call out. Hello, Jeju Bunny. Also, they should put the Jeeps from... Yeah, vehicles is something I do absolutely love to see. But anyways, what I want to say is that... also, I can go back so you can see that we're actually playing for those who joined. Like, I remember, and I think I'm allowed to talk about that. I remember that I had a long talk about the Planet guest in last year when I've been at the office, I talked to Rich, who is the game designer on the Planet Coaster game, and I talked quite a long time with him about the idea of the Planet Guest. And he said something very interesting. He said when they created the Planet franchise, they thought about a lot about what they do with the guest. And I do believe there's also like a dev diary out from the Planet Coaster days back in the day. So it's not really new news, but he got a bit more detailed. So he said their target with the guest, also in Zoo, was to have a crowd that translates the feeling. And that is a crossover with the question we had earlier in today's stream with Roller Coaster Tycoon. They said they wanted to have something that translates the joy and the emotion of going to a theme park. So they wanted to have a vehicle to over-exaggerate certain behaviors as to give players that vibe also from a distance. And honestly, I guess I understand way better than ever before why they went for that. Like, imagine you're zooming out like that, which is the I think 90% of the time you play the game like that, right? And if you see from this distance, and imagine the people are super realistic as they are in Jurassic World Evolution, like not so, but they aim to be realistic, and then you see them perform all these kind of weird I take a photo things or jump up and do these things. It would feel off. It wouldn't feel right. But if you would avoid that, because that's not how real people would act, what would you do to make that crowd feel alive and feel emotional? Because you can't see the mimic of the people from that distance. You can't see their reaction. You can't hear them cheer in that way. So the art style and the decision to go with this very, very thing they went has a bigger impact on the game than you would think it is. This is their vehicle to overcome the issue of what you have when you go awfully realistic. And honestly, many games struggle with that. As much as I love Prehistoric Kingdom, I think this is the one area where I do not see them improve, and which also sets me off the most. Like, if you go for a realistic prehistoric animal builder, this is absolutely a game to go for. Prehistoric Kingdom is ridiculously great looking by now. They have done a fantastic job over the years improving everything, but they have a main issue with the guests. They look as lifeless and soulless as in many other games. Shall I mention Roller Coaster Tycoon World? I guess I don't need to. So this is what they did with these guests. And as much as I understand the need for real people at some point, I think they did the absolute right thing to go with this. And if they keep improving on the detail of these people, if they keep improving every single game, the elements they have, the amount of details on them, I think we will find this being at some very nice sweet spot at some point to have this almost real kind of photorealistic look when you're from a certain distance, but you still have that emotion, joyful kind of people's view. And now let's get that all back to the idea what kind of game I would love to see from Frontier. And I think it depends on what personal preferences is, and you also got to look at the markets, obviously, what people want to see nowadays, where maybe there is a good spot in the market, which for me personally is where I would say a city game is kind of not in the reach, because yeah, it's not like you've got City Skylines, you've got now this new kind of City Architect, there's also City Master Planner, how that's called. Like, there are a couple of city games coming. In which genre? What do you mean, Leo Schleo, in which genre? This is a tropical kind of little tiny atoll one. Oh, 30 likes already. The clay people and real animation is like English in The Sims. Breaks immersion, choose style and stick with it. I do not really agree, Kane. I thought so. That was my first initial reaction as well when they released and announced Planet Zoo in the first game. But I grew to liking this, actually, because you could argue the same way with Planet Coaster, because the Planet Coaster trains and rides have become also super realistic by now. If you've seen my latest build, I can also drop like a picture real quick on screen. It looks incredibly realistic if you look at it. It almost looks like a real photo at the first glance. Like, if you look at that from this perspective, it just looks. Still waiting for my name, trash bin, by the way. Oh, wait, hold on. We can just really quickly do this already. So otherwise, wait, maybe there is already something. Oh no, conservation bin. No, this is gonna be Kane. There you have it. You are being a trash bin now. Have you spent the points? Because if so, I didn't see that. But yeah, if you look at this picture, for example, over here, this is my latest Planet Coaster build, which is the video I released today. And I mean, this looks incredibly realistic, doesn't it? And from a distance, it totally works with the crowds and stuff. And the closer you go with this, it obviously it obviously becomes a bit of a different one. But yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess Mofa, hey, I go with what you said. I do go with this absolutely. So yeah, but anyways, enough rambling. I wanted to get that out because I find it's a super interesting topic, also a super relevant topic for all of us right now, because that also goes into what we want to create. Anyways, as for what we want to create here, I'm just going to do the pathway layout, and then we're going to keep on doing a bit of the work here. So hold on, I can't do it this way. This is why. Okay, so let's just create. Let's just get rid of that one. I'm gonna make this 5 meter, and then just gonna do it this way. Oh my god, I just noticed now how much I'm missing already the path creation. God, and also the fact you can select path and move it later on is just such a massive improvement. Do we want to have it that far out here? I don't know. I don't know. But I think yes. We're gonna have it here. This should be fine. So double click on path, opens path, which is good. So the width is 3 meter. By the way, for those of you who have never played with the mods over here, this is obviously a mod which is called free build, and with free build you can do quite a lot of cool things, including building a bit of a different. Oops, this is. Oh, I thought I have just like went here. Like also nice little bridges. So let's just see if I can. Okay, this is how that works, and we're just going to keep that on this height then. But maybe this is too high. This is all too bold. It just kind of completely blocks the view. I'm just going to get rid of this totally. It is not how I would love to have it. Let's just build the bridge first and then see if I'm happy with this. Whoops, there you go. Okay, so we're going to build the bridge over here first, and then we're going to see how we proceed for that one. So the bridge needs to be just ever so slightly above, because they should be able to exactly swim there. I guess they do kind of do it. So let's do that bridgey go down here, and then we could make so that this is from both sides. The otters can then swim and have a good spot here, and then from here I want to make this a raised platform, so you have a cool. Actually, you know what, this is a pretty good idea, because this way making this meander over here would help me to give an underwater view here and an above water view here with the slide. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna do it this way. However, I mean, the otters can climb up here. We can give them a path to lead there, or maybe just grab that. I think that should be fine. And then we're gonna do like a little bit of a round area here, and see if I can. Which is like, oh, 1 meter is too tiny, I guess, but 2 meters should do the trick here. Yeah, there you go. Just gonna put some plants in the middle, and then we're gonna go with like a 4 meter wide thing, but we're gonna make this raised plateau go here. I think that's what I want to do. This is gonna be the plateau, and I wonder if align to grid, let's say we do make it a bit wide, or like so. Also, not square edges. Okay, never mind me. Whenever I do say, good night, Rudy, see you. Pim, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for being in here. Hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully talk to you very soon as well. Okay, so this is not how I wanted to have it. I wanted to have like a ramp. So let's see if I can ramp this. Can I not have it a bit? Oh, this is actually quite high, isn't it? Isn't it? Huh. Let's see if I can get rid of this connection, and then, well, if I do it this way, it should not work because length. Can I somehow try to go around? I can't. Yeah, the path still is a painful thing to work with. I'm gonna use the. Do I use the staircase over here? Yeah, I'm gonna make like a fake ramp, because like this is something where you couldn't use. Wheelchair users wouldn't be able to proceed here, which I don't quite like. So yeah, absolutely not what I would love to have. Let's just widen the path here as well, and just reconnect here. Yeah, we can make this look fine later on. 31 likes. Look at that. We are going strong, guys. First hour not even done. 31 likes already. Hopefully more people join the stream and we can upgrade the like list. Or, you know what we could do? We could also have like another way meandering through here, like a fake one, I guess, for the kids and so on. I think that would be fun. I'm still going to wrap up this thing by having a ramp or like a pathway leading the way down here again. So here we go. And then we're going to reconnect the path over here, which is good. You know, that's fine. And I'm not even sure which kind of texture I want to go with. I do already notice that I'm missing every single thing from the path building tool in Planet Coaster 2. This is why I haven't been playing Planet Zoo lately so much. It's down to the pathing tool, but also a couple of other tools now that I grew to love so much that I'm feeling so out of touch now. Like, let alone the fact you can color, like, let alone the fact you can recolor pieces and pathway. It's like, pew, pew. So good. Anyway, 31 likes at 32 likes. This is good. Also, can I just quickly alerts? So Twitch. I wonder if I can turn off the like notification. Hold on. I'm trying to type in like. YouTube stream likes. Twitter, TikTok, Twitch stream live likes. There you go. Likes is good. It works. And does it push? Value is good. YouTube stream likes. Can I name the value 32? Okay. The value will replace the variable automatically when used anyway. And yeah, fine. But I need to see if I. It shouldn't be sent to. It shouldn't be sent to Twitch. Lumia stream. Oh, it's sent to YouTube as well. Okay, this is why. Never mind then. Toggle visibility. Okay, well, 33 likes it is now. Do you guys see the same in the Lumia stream? Does push it to which chat, by the way? To Twitch, right? I don't want this to be sent to Twitch, but I can't. I seem to not be able to turn that off. Because I do say variable name, custom variable, used from stream likes, add variable, and I could say name, add variable counter. Counter allows you to, what kind of value could I give? YouTube stream likes is one good one. I have no idea what this could be else, but yeah, whatever. So, can you build something for the Dwarf Cayman in the future? Dwarf Cayman is being part of here too. I was actually thinking if we go for this one today or the Otter. So I ended up going for the Otter, but yeah, eventually this is gonna happen too. Hold on. 34 likes. We're going strong today. Strong is strong. Okay, let's start the recording again. On the purple side. Okay, yeah, it's weird. I don't know why it exactly does it, but it's fine, I guess. So let's grab ourselves a little fence first of all. I do have a couple of fence designs, but where did I put them? Do I have like a little area where I put all my fence designs and stuff this time around? I think I didn't, right? Ooh, I did not do it. So, I mean, we still go with these things, so I could technically use the rustic stone fence here as well. The otter can actually jump, so it's necessarily a little bit of a thing that we need to do, but we should be able to contain them rather nicely anyway. So I want still to have like a bit of a fence going on here. So we're just going to, random rotation is turned on. Where is the random rotation then? Okay, I'm just gonna first of all do a bit of work where I gather a couple of info together as for my building style, and by info I mean pieces that I want to use and so on. They need to act the function to be able to put animals anywhere on the map without fences. That's the real sandbox experience. I mean, technically you could do, you just have the notifications all the time. What you shouldn't do, because I tested, you should not make the whole map a habitat. That is not a good idea. Unless your radiator at home or heating is broken, then you can do this and use your computer as heating. That works, but I don't recommend necessarily. Can I use this type of fence and then rework this a little? Because I quite like this. Let's have a look if I can grab something from this one. I'm just gonna bring this over to the otter habitat, and then we're just going to leverage this, and we're gonna use this and lower this down quite a bit, and then we can lower this whole thing down a little more. So that is this. I will actually do a bit of glass in between here because I want to make people be able to see them underwater as well. So it's going to be a little bit of a trick here we are going to utilize. But As for the fence itself, I think I'm very happy to be using this one here. And as going higher, we can use this. Look at that, this works. So let's try to find exactly this angle. There you have it. And then let's move it up. And as for what you said, they need to add the function animals. I said, yeah, how many mods do you have installed? Not that many, to be honest. I have FreeBuild installed, and I have the, how's that called again? The foliage upgrade, or like better foliage. And with that come a couple of cool pieces, like a couple of cool foliage pieces. But other than that, I only have a couple animals. That's that. And yeah. I really feel like this game works fine without too many mods still, which is kind of crazy. But that said, I do have some installed. Yes, I have. So this is gonna be here, and then let's move that around the corner a little. So I'm guessing that this bridge is going to be build a little bit with more stones, so I don't want to bring this fence over too much. I want to just have it here so it does connect in nicely. I'm going to use a couple of stones down here, but that is kind of nice. And what I'm going to do then is oh, a truck fighter. Yeah, they couldn't contain the camel. It is free. It's free. It's free like the wind. For who that do know that song, I'm sorry for you that you know it as well. I'm very sorry. And let's bring this over like here. And I'm wondering if, I think it should be going to be good like that. Because I also need to, I think it's fine if I do it this way. Can I have you please? Come on over. When you're called Eldritch Kraus. Oh my god. Yeah, I thought about that. This is way too tall. Let's bring. Wait, hold on. Oh my god, I didn't even split that from the building. My bad. Split it from the group, and now lower this all down like so. That's much better. That is much better. And now let's go for this and raise them so that this works again. Fire, I love that. Let's get rid of this one. So wait, hold on, and just move that up. Okay, cool. So this is just for me like a bit of a point of reference. No worries, that's gonna look a bit different in a bit. Let's also go for glass pieces, because I will eventually do something else with this one over here tonight. I am having an idea what we could use. Can I align that somehow here? No, I can't. I have to align this like so. Okay, this is going to be interesting because there is literally no barrier, right? But if I do quickly put that into a glass or like a big, it doesn't matter. I just need to have that to align my piece properly. There are some really cool glass pieces I want to use over here. So I want to make sure that this looks... Hold on, there you go. I want to do it with this piece. I kind of love the idea of having a bit of a different glass piece as for the underground view. It's a bit of a pain that you can't recolor this one, but I'm going to use this black one anyway. So yeah, so let's just do this again. No flying camels in the classroom. Yeah. Oh, you think about the silence of Frontier of Jurassic World. Really, have you ever played Planet Zoo Tycoon? Wait. Played Zoo Tycoon 2. Anything you missed from that? I gotta admit, I have played Planet Zoo Tycoon 2, but I have been playing this just for a very little bit at the beginning of its existence. So I have neither the upgrades nor have I all the mods that existed later on. So there's really not much I'm missing from this game, because I think the nostalgia that people have mostly comes from the modding and what was possible with the modding. By the way, it's kind of the similar thing for JPOC, by the way. So what the... Blame Rudy for not paying for German language classes. We could do it, but you just don't want to hear me talk German. That's just how it is. You just do not want to. It is the way it is, I guarantee you. So about that, the silence of Jurassic World Evolution 3, as another question in chat, it looks almost like as if this is a bigger thing going on, simply because of all the Jurassic platforms themselves, including Jurassic World Official, is also being silent for that long of a time, which is very odd indeed. So it seems to be a bit more of a marketing move there. But what that is in relation to what they're going to have in store for us, I don't know. I really don't know. So let's grab these things, as I do like them quite a lot. Oh, I guess my wife is about to go to bed. Yes, okay. I will be going up in 2 minutes, just real quick, to say goodnight to my wife. But I have 2 minutes left, as she said. So let's make the most of these 2 minutes. So I'm just going to throw in already a couple of these rocks over here that I'm willing to do. So this is going to be, we are going to make this look a bit nicer anyways, but I just wanted to have like a bit of a brief starting point here. So let me just throw them in. And then we should have also a bit of a different, there you have it. It's kind of nice this way. This is where we are going to have, well, let's just quickly type in concrete. But yeah, about Jurassic World Evolution 3, or just the Jurassic situation in general, I have absolutely no idea what's going on. It is such an odd situation, to say the least. It's really odd. It's never been that way before. And I've also been following, obviously, Jurassic people, like Evolution Square, for example, and the others. And they're all equally confused, to a point that they are like speculating what is going on and, you know, all these kind of things. Hold on. I was going to make this grid a little smaller. Oh, do I really say that now? Because it feels wrong, but I have to. I said at the beginning that the UI of Planet Coaster 2 is annoying, but the more I've been I got used to the UI in Planet Coaster 2 with all the toggles to the top right rather than the bottom part, which you can't see because my face is in the way. But I think I prefer the way Planet Coaster 2 does it by now. Just simply, it's easier to see and easier to reach to the top right rather than down here in that field. But yeah, I mean, that is just like a minor thing I just came across in my mind right now. So this is gonna be a little bit of the backstage we are going to have. There are going to be rocks over it anyways, but this is our implied backstage where we are going to have a gate, and then where the otters have basically their backstage. It's a real shame, it is, right? It's a real shame that I'm not paying for your German classes. Well, you know, why would you even learn German? Is there like a real reason why you... I've been following quite a couple of people online that you like. There's one girl. I think she is becoming super famous right now. She's going super viral lately, and she's learning German and teaching people on German with like all the phrases and catchwords we have and so on, which is really cool, and it's a lot of fun to follow her, how she actually understands German, I guess. But yeah, why would you learn? If you are capable of English, there's not really a reason. Oh, I forgot you cannot scale. Of course. But it works this way. Phew. And now we can make this gate like... Can we just make that darker? Yeah, we can. Look at you. That's amazing. I'm trying to learn German over the past year very slowly. Oh my god. Gaming Charlie in 93. Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's... it is a hard language to learn. It is a very, very hard language to learn. And everyone who's saying else is just lying. Because even I, as a native German, have a hard time, you know? I have a very hard time with my language. I also used to being very bad at school at German. Like, very bad. Very, very, very bad. So don't worry if you are not catching up too quickly. Okay, so hold on. This is quite nice, but I want to have this one instead. Just still make sure they have a bit of space going up here. Oh, by the way, this is another big improvement I want from Planet Zoo 2. Like, obviously, the traversable area is a disaster in this game from the animal. Even otters, like small clawed otters, will have a hard time fitting through a gap like that, and this is ridiculous. Aren't 2 minutes over? Yeah, you're right. I was just about to say I'm moving over to say goodnight to her. I'm just going to quickly save, and yeah, I'm not sure exactly what we are going to do, but let's say Tiny Atoll 6, it doesn't matter, and give you a bit of a playtime with all the other animals, so you can enjoy. I'm wondering to which area we go. Maybe at the beginning of the zoo. I'm not entirely sure. Let's have a look. I forgot which animals do we have at the beginning. Is that the small penguins? Yeah, it's a little small blue penguin. We could stay here, I guess. Or we can put you in a guest perspective, just for the funsies. First person. You are walking around as this guest now. If anything goes wrong, it's not my mistake. It is just the guest's problem, okay? So, have fun. Are we a kid, by the way? Are we a kid? I'm just like, let me just grab an... Okay, that's better. I just wanted to go for an adult so you can see at least a little better. Okay, I'll be back in a couple minutes. Enjoy the little walk. Again, it's not my mistake if anything goes wrong. But I'll be back with you in a couple minutes. Hello, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Oh my god. So hopefully the guest person over here didn't do too many harm to you. I'm not sure what you guys have experienced. Let's see. It's like a teacher in the classroom. Love the Dutch accent when they speak English. Sounds cute. For some, yeah, sounds horrible though. But I have my I do also like quite the most of the accents out there. Also, I could put the be back soon from my forehead here. The problem if people go through Planet Zoo like this, I always hear the employees of Frontier, because knowing some of them now a little better, I do always hear like Bo from back in the day, I hear Ed, I hear James. Like, it's so fun to really be able to tell who exactly these voices are from. But yeah. So I hope you had a good visit here. I hope you had a good walk in the park, on the atoll, I should say. Hope that was a good one. So, oh my god, look at the foliage over here on the left-hand side. This looks so good with the better foliage pack and so on. Really love that. Anyhow, let's just jump out of the guest perspective. I hope he did a good one in guiding you through and making sure to walk with you. So this is what we've done over here. Can I grab anything from here? I mean, this is kind of good, but I think I'm going to do it myself. We are going to grab a couple of the other fences we've used throughout the thing. I want to be in for a bit of consistency. It's actually kind of... Hold on, can we change the... Oh, I used this fence for that. Oh, that is actually pretty clever. Very clever of me, that was. So this is that type of fence. Okay, I can actually change this if I wanted to. That's the lower one we've used anyways. This is the little things here. Oh my god, did you reproduce quite a bit, you guys? Maybe a little bit too many of the bush dogs in here. Anyways, no, the path cannot handle the guest count, which is not that high. It's just limited. I think it's even limited to 500, and it still seems to be high because, I mean, they can't really go around here, right? What if I connected this? Do they also... Then I think they wouldn't take the other route. It's not shorter, is it? They're just running through here for whatever odd reason. Okay, anyways, Apollo 11 D5Y, whatever. Thank you so much. Also, Johnny Christensen, thank you for the sub. Also, Truck Fighter, did you sub while I was back? Oh my god, well gone. Truck Fighter 21, thank you for the sub. Hold on, did I miss this? Where is this? Truck Fighter! Oh my god, welcome on in. You can now use my camel emojis, can you not? This is very, very nice of you. So you can all become subs again. How cool is that? Let's pause the game though. I am willing to continue to build here real quick. because this is going to be good. Hold on, but I want to merge this with the nature. Also, while I see this in this game, I know why they have done this in Planet Coaster, because you have a lot more tabs down here in Planet Coaster, obviously, with all the rides and stuff, but I still would prefer to have nature as its individual tab in Planet Coaster 2. I just like the fact that it is an individual tab, honestly. Okay, let's go with the tropical rock. They merge very nicely with the coloration I have used over here. So can now you choose some animals for the zoo? Of course, you can also ask chat for this. Chat is always very helpful. So we're gonna put a couple of these things in here, just for the for the sake of it. You know, just making sure that this looks a little nicer here and there. And then I'm also willing to have a little bit of rock work here down to the ground. And then this is going to be a little bit of a waterfall anyway. So what we want to do, agree with you on that one, Rudy. With the nature tab, yeah, it's so good, isn't it? It would be so good. So let's just bring this all the way here to the corner, to the edge basically. And just dip that below the edge. And let's see if we can align that properly. So it's gonna be here. And then we will have water flowing just above it, right? So there goes that. And then just let's do it this way. And let's do another one here. Just lower that down ever so slightly. Would you still recommend buying Planet Zoo and the DLCs? Yes, also via Instant Gaming, for example. So you get this for a very small amount of money, and it's still half a year. It would still give you the chance to have a very steep learning curve, I guess, because honestly, it's not that easy to play the game from the get-go, so you really have to get used to it of some sort. So as for this, I would really recommend getting it. But maybe just get the DLCs. You really feel like having the animals. You don't need to go for everyone. There are a couple of DLCs, especially animal packs, you could really spare out, I guess. But let me just quickly check. What's the price tag at the moment of all the packs here? Instant Gaming. And then you go and say Planet Zoo. It's fun that they still have Planet Zoo 2 listed, which is obviously not correct. But yeah, so at the moment, the base game is €8.33. We can also, can I switch this to dollar, by the way? It's like $8-ish. And the DLCs are about like $3 to $4 or euros each, which is super good. You can even, the Eurasia Animal Pack is just €3. That, I mean, check out yourself. I'm just going to drop the link in the chat if you want to have a look. This is that. Oh, by the way, if you use that, no, don't use that link. I'm sorry. If you want to, please use my use my partner link, okay? Use that link instead and type in Planet Zoo yourself, because otherwise, you're on YouTube, right? Sorry. The first link would literally just like not give me any money and would not even give you an advantage of some sort. But yeah, so Leo. I just started playing for like half a year. We should feature in Planko, yeah. Oh wait, hold on. Wish we had this water feature in Planko. They had something like this in Athens. Yeah, I agree, but we have these water bottoms, which are also pretty cool indeed. So I'm kind of fine with this. It's fine the way it is. It's just good. It's okay. Hi there, James Hayden, i4x. This sounds like a car name, by the way, i4x. It just really sounds like a BMW car name. So what about liking the stream? For whoever joined and has not liked the stream, please do consider liking the stream. We had such a strong go-in the first hour of the stream. We are still not at the 100 likes. I mean, 100 likes should be our target for in a couple of weeks' time. For now, it should be 50 again. 55 was the record in last stream. So we reached that at about 3 hours mark, or like, I guess a couple minutes early. So it's just about 11 likes less left until we would be there. So if you guys want to help me out on that, please do so. That would be fine. Also, X8 Ball, hello to you. On Steam, DLC cost $9.99. Yeah, this is why I give you the link to Instant Gaming, because it's much cheaper. As much as I like to support Frontier, I know when people don't have that much money and they don't officially have that many affiliate links. I do have an affiliate link for Jurassic World Evolution 3 from Frontier. That was the first thing to test. and people didn't buy it from me. It's just people still go to other sites to save money. It's, you know, I wish that there was like a way that we get a creator discount of some sort so that we could argue, and then I would also be willing to think about like instant gaming or not. I don't know. 42 likes. Oh my god, we are pushing hard here. All of your builds inspire me to play Parks and Zoos. Cool, James Hayde. Not so good. Good to hear. Very good to hear. I'm gonna use this piece for the slide. I think I'm gonna use this one for the slide. So I'm going to make like a little slide that goes around here. Hopefully it's gonna look good. So we have to tilt that everywhere a little. So, and hopefully it's gonna be steep enough. I will give it a bit more steepness here so that we can build this around here. So maybe we can also just rotate these bits a little to give it a bit of a different texture. That will be... We are pushing hard. That's what she said. You can also type that in as always, I guess. Ah, why is it YouTube now? That's wrong. I would need to do it on Twitch. There we have that. Ah, God. I'm very happy that the lights are back. I forgot how much fun that was. 44 likes. We're almost there already. Oh my god, look at that. We are on to record breaking today, guys. We will be doing it. We will be doing it. I feel it. I feel it in my veins. Okay, in my camel veins. How do camels have veins? Are they bigger, smaller? I don't even know. Let's use a bit of a different one here, just to get a bit of difference in. And then let's lose Mr. Longus over here, the longer one. The longer one to dip it in, just to make sure it fits nicely. Yeah, but wait, hold on. I just need to... If we go for the longer one here, we need to make sure that we put it gently in, because otherwise the transition is not seamless, or a little too rough, I should say. Again, I'm very sorry if you take that out of context. That must have sounded awful. But yeah, Master Engineering PC2, good evening. God, you could clip so many things and make the "that's what she said" jokes all of the times. It's insane. 45 likes. We are almost there. You're gonna go on Planet Coaster 2 later. No, today it's gonna be Planet Zoo, even though I'm always in love, obviously, with Planet Coaster 2. Today it's all about zoo. We're going to do a little small clawed otter habitat. It's going to be this one over here that you're just seeing. So that's going to be good. Hopefully it's going to be good. But Thursday, we might actually... Either we play this new pirate game, which I've just seen recently and I badly want to play. I haven't gotten this yet. What was it called? Waves or so? I just forgot how it was called, but it looked super cool. Like, a lot of people are playing, and I think they broke a record, like with 200,000 people playing at the same time a couple days ago on the weekend. That just kind of crushed the stream charts quite a bit. Mr. Kane 10, good evening, hello. I've wanted to try playing Zoo, but with the announcement of Zoo 2, it feel like better to just wait. I think technically the game is not coming out before November, I guess, of this year. So I still highly recommend checking out Planet Zoo, because the learning curve otherwise will be rather steep. This game has a couple of differences to, for example, Planet Coaster, if you will. So I always recommend still playing this game if you can afford, and just grab it from Instant Gaming, for example, and just have a bit of a play with this game, how it just like behaves. I highly recommend doing this, but you know, it's always up to you guys, obviously. I just recommend doing this eventually, because it just makes sense, you know. It just makes sense to test out what this game is capable of, and you know. If planes don't have water physics, at least I hope it modular water slide pieces. I need a gator slide in my zoo. Yeah, I would love to have that. I would really love to have like slides and just way more engagement pieces, enrichment, not engagement. I mean, it's kind of engagement, isn't it? But enrichment pieces for the animals. That would be absolutely fantastic. I should get rid of the long grass here, just as for the way going it. Let's just quickly do this, otherwise I forget. So we're gonna paint this soil heavy. Just paint that all in soil heavy here, down here. And we can all just like a bit more soil here. And then let's put a bit of sand here, as in a beach. What was that? Hey Rudy, what are some tips you could give me on making better themed rides and Planko 2? Well, it depends. What do you want to do? Windrose, that's what it was, Mofahay. Thank you. Yes, that's it. Windrose, that's the name of it. That looked very interesting to me. But otherwise, we're gonna play some more Coaster then, I guess. Really in love with Coaster 2 at the moment, so Very likely that we might also play this game then. Just have a bit of mix of textures here. Bit of rock smooth in there too. Bit of coarse sand, just to make it look nice in here. And then merge some grass in between again. That's good for the moment. Just add some light soil, just for the mulch effect. There we have that. Okay. It depends. You got to tell me which ride you want to theme first, and then I can hopefully help you better. So that's kind of nice, though. You can just like stick some of these in to just mix the textures a little nicer here. Hold on. Do 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 do. I'm doing custom Disney rides. I'm going to do big the same theme allowed but different story. I want to learn how to do more just nature rides. Well, my point of reference is always going to on rides. Like, go to YouTube, check out some on rides. That for me personally always helps incredible amounts, and goes a long way to just learn how real rides function, where escape roads go, where like catwalks would be. Like a couple of these things I tend to find myself doing all the time, simply because it is the easiest way to understand where theming goes. And then also what's super important is go and recreate a couple of pieces that you find. Like, it's super helpful to just start recreating first, and then from there you're learning to build your own stuff. I also have started with a recreation 10 years ago of Space Mountain. That was my first recreation ever, and that helped me to learn a lot of the pieces and, you know, all the kind of stuff in these games, how they function, how they go together, which pieces you can mix, which you can't, which you need to use differently, because there's obviously always a way of use pieces in a different way, and you know, that just kind of helps a lot. Let's say mud. No, not clay mud. I can't. This is also another feature from Planet Coaster 2. Like, why can I not use the Control A to select all the text? This is such a good quality of life feature for Planet Coaster 2. Man. Anyways, mud I want us to go for. Space Mountain where? Space Mountain. I gotta show you Space Mountain. Hold on. I'm gonna show you real quick. I also want to break from the recording here. I'm just going to jump in a second. I am going to show you my... Hold on. It's actually... Don't hate me for that. It's actually looking not good, but... And Planet Coaster Rudy. Let's see what we can find. 47 likes. Okay, now... I'm gonna go to these so you can see this. So here we have a couple of things. This, by the way, is the recreation someone did in Planet Coaster 2, which is, oh my god. This is the one I did in Planet Coaster 1, but it's not the one I wanted to talk about. The one I wanted to talk about is actually this one. This is so bad. Also, my audio quality back in the day was just super bad. But you can see, this is...
and welcome to my very first time at video of Space Mountain, and also to my very first YouTube video, which I do a commentary on. So please forgive me for the mistakes and all the
baby Rudy talking to you.
Aspect of this recording.
Hold on.
I know sound quality isn't the best. I know my English isn't the best. Forgive me, I'm German, so I think we German are known for not having the best English out there. But as many people from the Facebook... Incredible.
Yeah, so this is the this is the first ever video I made out of Space Mountain, and back in the day, this is as you can tell, oh god, we didn't even have the gizmo. Look at the move tools. Look at the pain I had in moving these pieces in. Also gonna mute myself over here. What I do love though is this is the old UI. This is the alpha UI of... Can you see that? This is the alpha UI of Planet Coaster. It looks vastly different from how it looked later on then. I quite like it though, looking at it right now. I must admit that it looks good. I'm not sure why they went from this one to what it was at the end, but look, you can see this is how little pieces we have. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. Yeah, and I did do the whole recreation of this, as you can tell, in the alpha of Planet Coaster back in the day. 49, we are almost at 50 likes already, and halfway through the stream. This is going to be record, guys. This is going to be record. Honestly, this is so fun because that is also the lighting and stuff of the alpha. You can even see, maybe we can see this in a bit up here if the lighting is better. There you can see this is the build 0.13 alpha of Planet Coaster. That is ridiculous. Oh my god, that was so fun to build. Let's click through here. Let's see if I can get to the version I have then at the end. I mean, I also made this in the alpha days, which is also so fun. I made like a Transformers Optimus Prime. This is all done in the Planet Coaster Alpha. So you have to really think about this. I did not at this time have any kind of gizmo pieces, and this is all done in game with like a fraction of the pieces we had. Like, look at how crappy that all looks. But this is just where we started, guys. This is where the journey started, and this is where I started. So I first did the recreation of the Space Mountain, and then I did stuff like that. You know, I built this complete weird suspended coasters going through these bunkers here, and then having this ride with like Optimus Prime in there, and this was like a dueling coaster, and like just have a look how bad that looks. It's just, oh my god, everything in me is like, that's just like not how it should be. But funnily enough, this is like 8,000 views, and back in the day I didn't even have 5,000 subs. That was like, considering how little subs I had at the time, this was super bad. This is 10 years ago. Yes, 9.5 years ago. But yeah, so this is how it used to look back in the day, and now, I mean, you can definitely tell the graphics difference to Coaster 2 now. But yeah, this is how that looked, and you can see I also did, oh my god, the clearance. There's not even a clearance there. This is, by the way, there you can see in the background, this is the finished version of my Space Mountain recreation. But then, obviously...
Hey there, it's the Camel again, and welcome to a little showcase of my Space Mountain build. Before we go in, just a few more information. If you haven't seen the final video yet, I would highly recommend you to watch this one, which I will link down in the description below, and also...
It's kind of incredible that... Hold on, I gotta check something first. Can I... Wait. We're back in Planet Zoo in a second, guys. Don't you worry. We'll be back. We'll be back. I'm just wondering if I can... Because the difference in just a year of... Yeah, it's hilarious. That is that. I don't have screenshots of the first one. That's so sad. That is so sad. Because the very first Space Mountain I built in the alpha days, which was obviously 2016, and just a year later, it's basically that. This is just a year later from what you've seen me doing over here in the first bit. You know, I also built like a little Times Square over here, but I want to see, okay, this is Space Mountain teaser. I think the teaser video, it goes, yeah, there you have that. This is the Space Mountain, how it looked. There you go. This is Space Mountain Recreation V1, the one I did with the tools available at April 2016, and a year later at April 2017, that is the version I did then. Isn't that like insane what they did? Like this goes to show that Frontier, I mean, how did we get from this to this in 1 year? That is absurd. I mean, where's the cannon? Is there like a good shot of the cannon? Hold on. There you go. Oh, how do we? Oh, wait. Okay, sorry. That was my bad. How do we go? How do we go? How do we go from this to this? From this to this? From like this Can you just like, yeah. How do we go from this to this in just a year? Are you freaking kidding me? That was never so obvious for me. Also, this is like the queue area, and I do think I have the queue area in this video too. Hold on. Like, yeah. That's ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. I mean, I'm still pretty proud of my first variant of it, because literally that was what I was able to do. Also, funnily enough, you can see that the interior, like the darkness of interior and stuff, was better in the alpha than it was in the final game. They actually did weaken the lighting. As you can see over here, this is the lighting of the alpha. And if we go, do I have an on right in here? Yeah. And this is the same lighting in, oops, I didn't mean to go full screen. This is also the lighting then in the final game.
This is also wrong.
Like they absolutely tuned down the lighting. Look at the difference. That is alpha and that is release game. Like, obviously the game still looks a tremendous amount better, but they did tune down the lighting. This honestly almost looks like Planko 2 now in terms of lighting. Not sure what they exactly did. I think it was mainly to reduce the performance, or like actually improve the performance, to say it that way. But like, as for lighting and reflections and stuff, I must admit that this looks worse than the alpha did. And many people were saying that. I only see plain Azul now, Rudy? No. It should be fine now. I have all the... I should be fine now. You have a delay, so you should be seeing that. Is the delay so tremendous? But anyways, I'm gonna get rid and go back to because I'm TikToking again. I'm TikToking again, okay? Sorry. So hopefully I only see plain Azul now. You should be seeing it. Have you seen it now? Wait, I'm just gonna double check real quick what you guys are seeing. Hold on, live. Did you not see it? Oh, you did see it. Okay, all good, all good. All good. So let's go back to building. We lost a couple people in the meantime, I guess, because of me going crazy again. But yeah, let's just get some music back on and create a bit more of our habitat. I was about to put some mud walls in, right? Yeah. So how about recording again? Here we go. I'm just gonna say, guys, today I will really try to end the stream in time, maybe even a tad bit earlier. I really have to get some sleep. I really have to catch some sleep. But I'm very happy. How many likes do we have on the stream right now? Did we catch the 50? Oh, we didn't catch the 50 likes yet. You guys are teasing me, right? We are not quite there yet. Just try to go there very quickly, and then people were like, yeah, you know what? We are not going to give you the 50th like today. You're just not going to have a record. Why would you? I'm just, you know, fooling around. Fooling around. Putting in some basic fences and walls over here. I'm just like willing to do this, and then over here we can cap that off with a bit of a piece like that. Wow, what a cool love, them, both of them. But the difference is, yeah, the difference is incredible. Honestly, I wasn't really aware of how insane the difference was. I remember obviously that the game changed dramatically over these couple months because of Frontier obviously releasing all the final game stuff and blah blah blah. But again, I never thought it's gonna be that crazy. But again, if you haven't liked the stream now yet, please make sure to like the stream if you can, because I want to have the record of 50 likes already in the second hour of the stream. Last time we made this midst of the third hour, so we are doing a good job here, guys. We're doing a good job. There we have the 50 likes. Look at that. Look at you guys. 50 likes in 1 hour 44 minutes. So that's an hour quicker than it was last time. So we're getting there, guys. We are getting there. Live streaming is up and running. I'll be setting up a couple of things as promised next time around. like little, you know, chat games and stuff like that. And I also will fix the lights so you guys can, you know, not purchase, you can set up your own lights reactions. I will keep this going. So by the way, we have Truck Fighter 21. Truck Fighter 21, are you still with us? Are you still with us? Because if so, you are receiving your very own lights. Every sub on the channel can define your own light reactions that you can type in with exclamation mark and your name, and then the lights will react as you have set it to your liking. So please let me know if you're still here at Truck Fighter 21. We are going to do this. Otherwise, I have to remember next time, or you just gotta tell me, I guess. 45 like what 54 likes? What the heck is going on, guys? All of a sudden you guys are smashing it. Smashing it. So let's move this over. Also, my target is, and just gonna be pretty open to you, my target is that in about a month time, if I keep on streaming like that, that means in about more than 10 streams, I would love to see a peak of 100 viewers on YouTube, and maybe 40 to 50 on Twitch. I know that is quite the stretch, but I would love to see that. I would love to see this happening. So what we are going to do now is we are going to go from mud to mulch. From mud to mulch, is that a big, oh, this is too tiny. Let's go to mulch in here. Mulch. Mulch. I literally learned the name mulch in here. Oh, this is, I like that too. We can have that in, like, plop a couple of these things down. Mulch brown, mulch red, but this is the only pieces we wanted. 56 likes. What? I want to have this one. Also, it's kind of fun. Like, if you see all these variants of the pieces, imagine you got scaling and you don't even need all these variants over here. You just literally don't need them. I'm just going to go for the other version. But hold on. I just want to... Oh, by the way, I want to quickly show you one feature. I totally forgot how desperately we need that in Planet Coaster. And also in Planet Zoo 2. Like, if the game releases without that feature, I'm personally going to Cambridge and ask them again for a explanation, to say it that way. No, but like, look, this is a building now. It contains this mulch piece, which is not FlexiColor, and all these wall pieces. Now, if I were to go and select them all, you cannot like paint this, right? And it would be even worse if I continue now to put mulch in here in various areas, like here, for example. And I obviously do the same, oops, up here. Let's move that down a little. And also like, whoops, come on over. White Trium 5656, good evening to you. Hopefully you have a good time. Welcome on in. Have a good stream. Welcome on in. So yeah, just imagine I've done this, what I just did. So, you know, we've got all the mulch pieces in here and gotta move them over and have them all in here and just making sure that, oops, this looks good. And now I'm like, you know what? I would love to change the color of the wall pieces because I don't feel it. I don't feel this color. I want to have it more brighter. What you can do in Planet Zoo, maybe you didn't know because there were a couple of people in the chat who said you never played that, but there is a feature down here in the multi-select. If you click on that, there is a option which says click select all items in the group with the same palette and colors. Alt hold, which is also this one, so you can also go away. Alt hold and click on it. In the selection tool, but you don't need to do if you have that one. Click on this and you can see I'm now selecting only these pieces in the group. The same goes also for these, or the same goes for if you click on that, you just have selected these things, or just the climbing frame thing is over here. So you can then just go in and change the color only of those pieces, which obviously makes your life so much more simple in adjusting a color even later, and then make sure it just kind of adjusts to what you want to do. I absolutely love this feature, and I totally forgot it existed. For me personally, this is one of the absolute most forgotten, greatest features they added later on, and it just, I don't know why I forgot about this. It's just such a good feature, because it also helps you with selecting pieces just in general to see where they sit and where they are and blah, blah, blah. That is just really, really good. Nearly 8 years of Planet Zoo and didn't know that. Well, you're welcome. You just joined the stream and you learned something absolutely great. And I mean that. Like, for me personally, this is one of the greatest, most overlooked features in the game. And I need this so bad. I need this so bad for Planet Coaster 2 as well. This is some of the things I will never understand why Frontier refuses to just keep on using the same pieces. Like, same features. Like, why? What on earth would make someone sit there and say, like, okay, what about this feature? Do people love it? Oh yeah, they love it. Absolutely. Okay, so is that related to animals? No. Is that related to building a zoo? No. Is that related to the franchise Planet Zoo? No. Okay, so does this change the gameplay, or is it not worth a successor? No. Okay, we should take it out. What? Why? Why? It doesn't make any sense. You know, see, if you do take out a couple of climbing frame pieces and whatnot, fine. This is totally fine. You can always do that because, like, they have nothing to do in a coaster game. But I don't really get it. Why you wouldn't, like, why? It's just like, this is a feature that goes such a long way. The same goes also, by the way, the same goes for, like, this thing over here. The fact that you can slide timer, and we got this timer as well, but now just for hour steps in coaster. Why? You have a full day simulation, but you can only switch 1 hour each. It doesn't make any sense. 57 likes, boy, we are in for such a record today. Let's aim for 65, shall we? 65 likes for now. Sia, James Hayden, thank you for hanging out. I hope you had a good time. Hope you had a wonderful time, and I hope you are going to have a wonderful evening then. So here goes that. Oh God, I love this. I love this pampas grass over here. We're going to have quite a few of those sitting in these. Oh man, I love that. And just imagine having a scaling feature now. Oh, they're just too good. Just too good looking. I love Frontier so much, but they do make some interesting decisions. Yeah, interesting is a very good wording. That is some of these ponytail things. I want to bring them in right away because I love them also so much. So we have this already as a little palette of items I want to keep. So I'm going to put one here just because we can. Hopefully the change in the CEO does something. I do hope. As I said, I like her. I know her for a bit already, so I like her quite a bit. So hopefully I will not be sitting here and have to excuse for saying how good she is. I'm willing to use that tree as like a fallen over tree here. Just as like an element of style, I guess, for the habitat. I mean, we are talking about otters, right? So they are small, they are tiny. However, oh man, I need to think about the positioning so that our keepers can still walk under there. Let's see if I can drag this almost like over here. And then let's bring this down a little. And I want to get a bit of clearance below, which I hopefully can achieve by, by using another piece, and then just let's see if I can, so that the tree is someone tucked to that here. Yeah, there you go. That just works. I quite like that. So this is how I would do it, and then hopefully that goes to help. By the way, we haven't even done that. I thought this is going to be the entrance, but obviously it's not. We got to put the entrance somewhere here. Hold on. Let's use the classic glass gate. Did it do something? Where's the thing gone? Let's use the glass gate, and we're going to place this thing here. That's a good positioning. That's a very good positioning. Frontier changing things just for the sake of change is habit. Yeah, and I don't know why. Why would you start doing this? It just doesn't make any sense. Of all your big projects, Venlo, Qualis, Sicily, Yosemite, I'm forgetting, do you have a favorite project? Yes, I've got 2 favorite projects. I've got 1 favorite project per each game. Let's start with the earliest, I guess. And this is definitely Isla Napali. Isla Napali absolutely is one of my absolute favorite projects in general because it kept this channel alive. Isla Napali is literally the reason why I'm still doing YouTube. Maybe a bit of trivia. This is a easy little thing to talk about. What is this? Oh, this is from the... Okay, I gotta go all the way around here. This is a bit of easy trivia we can just quickly talk about. So, when I have Remnant. Good evening. Oh my god, this makes me PC. Looks great. Yes, and we've been talking about this lately. I've been chatting with a couple of people from the zoo community how hard it is for all of us to play this game now, knowing the features of Planet Coaster, knowing the features that might be in Planet Zoo 2, obviously, and just like, you know, it's so hard to play this game, but when you just got into it, you forgot how good that is, how good it looked, how nice it is, and just what you can achieve in this game. I'm a big fan still of this game, but I'm also a big fan of the fact that you joined Remnant. Very good to see you. You actually should have been around last time when we did this. Let me just quickly show you, in case you haven't seen that already on the Bro Nation. But look at what we've done in the last, was it 2 streams? I think it was the last 2 streams where we did this. Whoops, I just threw that into my face. This is what we did in the last 2 streams, which is kind of crazy, but it should be something you like, just for reasons, you know. This is this small colored otter habitat. Don't you mind if you don't see what I'm doing, but like you do see it. I'm not building yet, but yeah. So this is what we did. I'm rather proud of it, to be honest. This entire backstage area turned out fantastic looking. So that is what we did, and today I just felt like I want to do a bit of zoo. I wanted to do a bit of zoo build, you know, just for, also eventually I want to finish this project here before Planet Zoo 2 drops. Which, by the way, should be doable. Like, this is the main island, and I think after today's habitat, there are 2 more habitats for this very island over here. And then I want to make one of these islands is going to be a Komodo dragon island, like purely Komodo dragons that you can't even join, which I'm still not sure how I will fence this off. Is this, where's the plane, by the way? That is this, hold on, there it is. Oh my god, it's just literally in front of the sun. This is then going to be like a Komodo dragon island just for them to meander around. And these 2 or 3 are so small. Like, one of these is going to have wallabies and stuff. The other one is going to have the kiwi on it, or maybe kiwi is going to go here. And this island over here, I might do a couple of smaller monkeys or so of some sort. I don't know yet exactly what, but there's really, if I would need to guess, it's merely 10 episodes, and then this thing is finished. I'm going to do another supercut of it, but this will very much be my last big project for Planet Zoo, and I want to desperately have this finished. It might actually be something we are going to stream quite often. Just because I think it's a very good thing to stream. I quite like the darker ones more, I guess. Or do I? Yeah, a little bit too saturated. So yeah, I like the darker one more. I like the darker one more, and I'm wondering where to put this. I have the feeling that the chat delay is already pretty crazy again. But it doesn't matter. They're just floating quite a bit, aren't they? Because they have a certain depth to it. Hold on, but can we use our good old trick here? I'm just gonna see if we can use the good old trick. First things first, let's say random rotation. What the heck was that? There was a crazy color going up. Oh my god! This is the donation coming in. Thank you so much, Luca. But just as I said last time, don't feel that you need to do this all the time. You are absolutely #1 donator on this channel. You can also now easily become, you know, sub on, what was I called again? Sub, oh my god, sub on Twitch. Oh my god, I'm so out of the loop of all the names and stuff. I'm such a bad streamer. But again, don't feel like you have to do that, okay? Please, 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 please. I'm very happy, obviously, but you don't need to. In case you guys want to help, use your Prime sub on Twitch. Become a member for the lowest tier. These are the things that help me out the most, and the one things that is the most valuable for you to do, and also the cheapest. Or in any case, just watch videos. You know, it's just, or just get games via instant gaming. To be honest, that also helps me quite a lot, and gives me money while you don't need to spend more money than you would actually on a game anyways. So this is also why I do quite like the instant gaming sponsorship so much. I generally feel so good about this because whenever you guys get a game, you help me directly, but then again, you don't spend more money as you would do anyways. You know what I mean? This is something I really, really, really do like. Okay, let's get some more ground covered. But I mean, Swiss money is to throw around. Well, if you get away like this, yes, okay, I'm not stopping you. I'm not stopping you from throwing around Swiss money because eventually it's German money anyways, which we have put into your banks to not pay taxes. I mean, by we, I mean generally Germans, but you get the idea. Can I have a hand? Who's up for the lurkers, just to see who's lurking around with you guys, because I have the viewer count again hidden, so I have no idea how many people are watching. So if it's 5 or 15 people, I have no idea. I don't want to know. Don't tell me. Just give me a hands up if you're still there. So that would be nice. What's this blinky blink? Do we have more likes? Oh my god, 60 likes. We're almost at 65, which was my next target aim here. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this like so. I'm wondering like if, oh, this random rotation is still turned on. Let's turn that off first of all. Random rotation. So let's just bring you around. I'm wondering if it's looking better if I do it that way. It's not necessarily looking better, is it? I mean, obviously, Luca, that you are in here. Lucifer, good evening to you as well. Happy lurk. I think I quite like that. I quite like the idea of having that double from both sides. Just turn that into a group, make things easier. Am I lurking? Perhaps a little. I mean, you're Kane, I guess you are alive, and that was the target of the day for you, which you obviously still have reached, I guess. So yeah, 61 likes. Oh my god, so many people liking the stream. I'm also wondering, like, I saw the stats that we have now, stats on, like, YouTube is not a live streaming platform as of now, but they have to admit they have improved dramatically, also with the analytics and so on. So it's kind of good to see how the last streams also worked on YouTube. They worked much better than I was expecting them to be. So that is good, and I really hope that we can up this, and I really hope that you YouTube fans out there, also for those of you who are watching, also this is rather important. If you, I'm looking at you, if you are watching this after it being live, so if you're watching the so-called VOD, the video on demand, which actually looks like a YouTube video for you, because essentially every YouTube video is a video on demand, I guess. But if you're watching this after the live stream, please let me know in the comments down below that you're watching it after the live stream, because I want to know. Also, I want to know if it would help to you to have the chat displayed on screen. So for example, here somewhere, because on YouTube, at least in the videos, I can have the chat replay, so you have that next to your to your video anyway, so you could technically use that if you wanted to see chat, I guess. But yeah, are you also streaming on Twitch too? Yes, I am. I'm also doing Restream. You guys should have somewhere top here should be like a Restream IO logo for you, because I'm not willing to pay. So there is the watermark in there, because, you know, I want to save money, and I think paying for this service is just pointless, because all the other goodies I would get, other than just getting the branding out, is just more streams and more platforms, which I don't need. So yeah, no, I guess. That would be cool if you can walk in a tunnel and run through the tank. Yeah, I mean, tunnels in general would be so good, because they have been promised to us quite a long time ago. 63 likes. We are getting there, guys. Also, can we just quickly talk about how nice the setup has become in here? I'm just genuinely so happy about my setup. I need to say that, because I am genuinely very happy about my setup. And we've come a long way since the very first streams and how that used to look, and just I'm just very happy. I'm just a very happy camel. How do I do this? How do I do it? I think I'm just going to do it this way. We can be coloring this thing in a nice little color, but I want to be a bit more... Oh, that's a nice tone. That's a nice tone of earth. Just like so. And he's going to fake it looking more round than it actually is. Just like that. And then we are going to create a group out of this again. There you go. Oh man, it's so fun. I got so used to pressing I now for multi-select. And I keep forgetting that in Planet Zoo you can just do that by holding down shift, which is, again, such a good feature, actually, which I hate that they took it out, but yeah, well, eventually that is. 65 likes. Okay, we need a new target. We are just about 2 hours in, so we need to go for 75 likes, I guess. Or maybe are we even cracking the 100 likes? I guess we don't, but, you know, we have an hour left, and imagine the first hour today, we went to 40 likes, so it would be possible if all of a sudden many people come into the stream, for whatever reason they would, but if many people keep catching us, that would work. Hooves up for you. Welcome, Eva Bream. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the club. Thank you so much, and enjoy the stream. 80 likes is a good, yeah, it's a good count. It's a good count. Let's go for 80. It's 15 more than now, which would be a good ratio. It's kind of fun to have some targets now. Makes streaming also a bit more engaging for me personally. As I don't want to have a view on how many people are watching, because I always feel like a little, I don't know, I pressure myself too much. Not because of so many people, I don't mind. I could stream for like 5,000 people, but I would like always kind of compare myself to, why is it not more people watching me? You know, I want to stream for you guys as best as I can, and that is not related to how many people are watching. That's just simply the way. Ocean driftwood fence. Yeah, I mean, are we going to use that one? Is this flexicolor? It's not. Is it? It is flexicolor. Oh, I'm so going for this one then. So we're going to utilize that one and make this. Wait, what okay, I'm coloring this one. So driftwood, that is making this maybe brighter. I like the idea. And then start making the sticks. Oh yeah, that's making the sticks dark. There you go. Sticky sticks. Make them stick in. Stick in, and we can actually make this a little bit more roundish. 66 likes. 100 likes. Well, like they say, aim for the moon, because even if you miss, you'll hit a star. Oh my god, that is like, is that from a poet, like a poet, not poetry, is it a poesy? Is that also the same in English? Poesy book? No, it's not. It's poetry book, or whatever it's called. I forget how that's called, but, you know, in German you would see it's Poesiealbum, but I'm not sure if that is an English word even. So if anyone can help me out what that would be in English, that would be appreciated. Let's see. I guess I need to move that a little forward. Okay, so very special. That looks pretty damn good to me. And then we gotta move. Wait, is that slightly offset here? It is. Hold on, the whole thing is slightly off, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter. We can do this. We can do this. We just need to select all of these wonderful, wonderful pieces. Did we? Yes. Okay, now let's say we want to align that a little nicer here. Then we have to do it this way. There you go. We did. Then you did a bit of nonsense in English. Yeah, it's like you would say it's not poetry. It's basically I don't even know the English word for that. I gotta look that up real quick. Hold on. It's poetry book. It is actually poetry. Okay, interesting. So it is a poetry book, which I didn't think. New sub here. Just wanted to thank you for your videos. They're helping me a lot right now. Just had our son, our 5th child. Oh my goodness me. Hold on. Did you just say it's your 5th kid and you're still playing? Man, mad respect to you. I got 2 kids and I'm like, how am I living? How am I existing even? 5 kids. They should play. They should play for you. Oh my god. First of all, congrats. Yes. Hope they're all happy and healthy, obviously. Mark Ritchie. That deserves mad respect, man. Like, I got 2 kids and I'm like, I don't know where's up and down. I really don't. And then some days I'm like, okay, well, cool. You've worked for 10 hours straight. You come home, and even though it doesn't feel like work, obviously you got the 2 kids. Both want something from you because they only had mom the whole day. I mean, what am I saying? You know. Oldest is 10, youngest is 5 months. Oh boy. We got 5 and 1.5. Wow. So 5 months still means wrap that thing up. Wow. Is that a feature also? Goodness, I really need to learn more. What's a feature, Mofahay? Anyways, that, oh gosh, 5 kids. A friend book. No, it's a poetry book. Is a poetry book a friend book? I don't think it is. A poetry book is like where you put like poems in, I guess. And in German, if you say, it's like a saying, if you say that's one for the poetry book, it basically means it's a way too cheesy phrase. It's like way too cheesy. That's like a saying you have, you know. After 2 it gets easier. I mean, I do hope, because I had the feeling that 2 kids doesn't mean double the amount of work. It actually means 4 times the amount of work. So if that continues, 3 kids would mean 9 times the amount of work. 4 kids already 16, and like 5, 25 times. Which is where my brain isn't braining anymore. Whatever, Mr. Mark Ritchie, I'm very glad I can help, because you can have, and you need all kind of help you can have to more to play more efficient. I have tutorials for building more efficient. It's no joke. I have efficiency. I just created one of these new courses on YouTube, and there are a couple of efficiency tutorials for Planet Zoo in, but they should work for the most part also for Planet Coaster 2, by the way. I mean, all this can help with stuff, right? I guess so. I mean, Richie, you can speak up for yourself, I guess. But at least for us, a 5-year-old already does quite a few things which do actually help us. So I guess a 10-year-old would go a long way as well. Anyhow, let's continue building, shall we? We have such a good roll today. 50-ish plus minutes for today's stream left. I want to at least get all the barriers in so we can rather quickly start doing a bit of landscaping work. But we're almost done. The bridge is kind of good. The bridge is kind of good the way it is. It would technically also hold itself up with the kind of, you know, physics, but I'm going to still do a bit of support work down here. Just gonna do. I think it's just like so that we don't have otters go below here. I mean, and I'm only a child. What defines you as a child, Luca? Because I would also consider myself a child as well. I mean, I need to play a lot to be satisfied. And I've got childish ideas. I am, you know, I would consider myself a child. Absolutely would. I guess if it works, I will have now, which did I use? I used a lot of white rocks over here. I didn't quite use them yet, but I think it could look really cool if I do this. Hey, Rudy and Chet. Hey, Chet and Mr. Mike Gaming. How are you doing? Hope you had a good time. Have you had a good day so far? And just in general, I hope you are doing good. So, I wanted to use these wonderful rocks over here as for. Also, let's say random rotation is activated. And we are just going to do... I am the only son. Better? I mean, you're still a kid? I'm tired, but okay. Well, I got used to being tired all the time, so it goes as a normal thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that means... Okay, if that means Einzelkind, like soul child, only child. Yeah, I mean, only fans, only child was... Sorry. I'm good. My brain seems to be fried as for that reaction, you see. No, just kidding. I am doing good. I'm really doing good. I had a good day so far. I'm just also really tired. But that's, as I said, I do mean that. Being tired is a feature by now. It's not. It's a permanent feature. I once installed with my 2 kids, and it's not been removed since. So yeah. Wow, Planet Zoo band player. Hello, how are you? Yeah, for a change today. For a change to be. I do play a bit of Planet Zoo. How comes that whenever we play Planet Zoo, we have so many more That's What She Said's going on, opposed to all the other games we play? It has to do something with the game. It's just really, it has to do with the game. Just plopping in a couple of things here for the beach, and let's see if we can make like a tiny Actually, it's the wrong piece. Maybe I can. I need one that. Just like this one, maybe. Yeah, that one's better. Just. Is not rotating the way it should. Please do rotate quite a bit more. I think with these tropical areas, you can use these lava rocks or volcanic rocks quite a lot more. Most of these atolls and stuff, aren't they really created by volcanic activities anyways? Isn't that like due to volcano stuff? So doesn't that make sense that they have these type of rocks there anyways? I feel like I heard something like that. I feel like in the back of my mind there is knowledge. Now, you know. It's a curse, yeah, it is. If anyone in chat can please confirm, I think that's the way it is, right? These things do come from down under. I'm sorry, my brain. No, but isn't that the case? That like atolls and stuff are basically volcanic activities and just these who formed these kind of things in the past, like in the far past. I would be good at rotating because I'm with chicken. Oh god. Good afternoon, Dommel. Afternoon is a pretty interesting perception of the time, also for you, Dommel. How are you doing, Mr. Dommel? Have you had a good time? Also, 68 likes. That means we are short on 12 likes. 12 likes about it. Oh, I wanted to make it disabled, and oh god, I wanted to make a ramp here. How do we do this? I mean, we could argue that we have a disabled path going the other way around, and then that you... I would love to focus on disabled people as well, but I think, unfortunately, this time around, I'm going to keep it the way it is, and then I'll be putting emphasis on making sure people can walk easily the other way around here. Because we also don't have a ramp over here, so that would technically make sense that we'll say, okay, this is a trail for other people only, and then you go that way around. It's a bit of a shame, but technically you could reach all these areas and let's see these, ones from that side, ones from that plateau. It's okay. Come for me, indeed. I'm once again on the other side of the Atlantic. Why are you, though? What are you doing there again, Mr. Dommel? Hopefully you are getting someone out of office. I would allow you to do that. Isn't ATOLL Luca, there are more than one. Yes, you're right. They did test the specific bomb you were talking about in an area where there are some atolls, but atoll basically just describes this type of round-ish island in the middle of the ocean, you know. Oh my god, 71 likes. We're getting closer. Also, Emma, good evening. Your zoo is pretty. Love it. Thank you so much. Welcome on in, Emma. Emma 699. Okay, you're perfectly in for this because we need to do these lights now. Just because we've had so many in the past half hour, I need to account for that. Here you go with the that's what she said jokes. Anyhow, I would love to. Thanks for being so inclusive, Rudy. For you, it's no, I'm very happy for that. Thank you for being such a cool person. You're welcome. You are very, very welcome. Atoll created this ring of caverns around the undersea volcano that has risen above. See? Volcano. There you go. Thank you so much, Kane. Thank you for finally making me look like a pro and as someone who actually has its stuff together, which is not. National Geographic. No, that's National Rudy Graphics. This knowledge is presented to you by the camel. It's not. It's not. Don't get fooled by me. By stupid me. We also have these kind of oceanic lava cooled small. What a simple piece to find in the browsing feature, right? Right? But I love this piece so much. It's so good. It's such a good texture. And I love the fact that this is an in-game piece. Oh my god, Lucifer, thank you for the donation. Oh my god, this is so appreciated. Thank you so much. Love the build, K-Bab, can't wait to see Planet Zoo. Oh guys, the moment we know, I do hope that Frontier is announcing the trailer release as time, because I want to go live. Also, you're crazy, Lucifer. $10 is amazing. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that. everything at the moment is going to be reinvested in stream and in setup and stuff because, like, you know, YouTube have not been doing good lately. But as you can see from the setup and all the stuff, all the years past, I have put all the money, not all the money, but most of the money I've been putting back into the streams and into the game. And this kind of money, just maybe also to give you a good feeling, you know, where the money goes. First of all, I want to do a couple more donations as well for like animal care and other stuff, for childcare and all these kind of things. I want to do this more in the future. But mostly at the moment, the money frees me from the pressure of the algorithm, so I can keep on doing my crazy projects, like, for example, the music synced coaster, or I've got some other stuff planned for Planet Zoo as well. I can show you the name of the file. I'm not going to load in, but the name of the file is this one. And for those of you who have watched the video series that Mr. Leaf has started, will know what this is. But oh my god, does this take a long time. So yeah, Rudy, don't have to explain yourself, you can do whatever. Yeah, but I feel like, yes, but there is a certain gratitude I have, obviously, but also I think I do have a certain responsibility also to tell you. I mean, there are enough people out there in the world, and I'm not talking about any creator from our communities. I'm talking about more like these kind of weird people who just do reaction streams and stuff, and like they get money thrown at them at a rate that is beyond my understanding. Like, there are people reacting to drama, benefiting from other people's drama, and they receive a couple thousands of euros per stream from people paying them to make fun of other people, I guess. Isn't it essentially what it is? And I have a hard time with this. So I feel like as a creator, you have a certain responsibility. No matter if you like or not, you have a certain responsibility. See, I'm not sure how many people are watching right now, and it doesn't matter. I know that I have a reach of about 250 to 500,000 unique people a month, depending on how good or bad the month is. But like 500,000 people is a ridiculous amount of people, and there is a certain responsibility you have. I can't just go out there and do like whatever, you know, just abuse your money and do whatever I want and just put the money into just buying the coolest stuff for me or whatever. That's not how it goes. For me, at least, that's my inner conviction. I just have the feeling that a good chunk of it you deserve to see as a result on stream, making better projects. And like, obviously, a dream of mine would be to be in a situation in which I could totally give a crap about the algorithm and the views, and just have enough income streams from streams and members and subs to completely do whatever I want. Because honestly, I am 80% certain that if that happens, my videos will be so much better, so much relief from pressure, that they will then also perform better on the algorithm. I think it has to do a lot with pressure and a certain force. Like, it is just also like with professional sports, I guess. At some point, if you see, like, one of my go-to examples is the F1 driver Sebastian Vettel. He has been so, what's the English word for that? I don't even know a German word for that. He has been felt so forced, so into himself before he won his first championship. But once he won his first championship, he became a ridiculous monster. All the pressure that fell off of him of achieving his dream, his goal, made him go, okay, whatever, I can do what I want now. And he completely destroyed F1 for the coming 3 years. Not only because his car was obviously great, but, you know, that is just insane. Anyways, doing better, thank you. The last 2 days had pain attacks again, sadly, but now it's better. Oh, Luca, I hope you feel better. And I also am so happy because you said that many times. And I'm just genuinely so thankful you keep saying that, because this is, again, another result of the streams, is that they make you feel better, which is something I still had to understand. over all these years, so many people have reached out to me and told me that they felt better after streams. And this is way better than any amount of money I can get. This type of feedback, I cannot express, and you cannot imagine how much this means to me. I keep on telling this story, but I guess because you guys are all, some of you are fresh, some of you haven't been, some of you have been around for a long time, but not all of you may know the story. But I once received an email, and that is maybe already 5 years ago. It was during COVID though, but I received an email of also a dad of a bigger family. They're used to having, I guess 3 kids it was, and they were from Minnesota. And I got this email, and that was a super long email. And that guy, he thanked me for, Luca, there is a typo in your statement. I'm quite happy it's German. But then again, I have pictures in my head now. I mean, I'm a camel, right? I'm not sure if you wanted that from a camel. Whew, so for all the non-German speaking people, I gotta explain that joke. I'm not sure how that works, but in German, that's been hilarious. In German, if you, oh God, what's the even English? Hold on, I'm just gonna double check. Jump, I got the typo. So if you in German, you say if you distract someone from something, but in a positive way, like if you are able to make someone feel better by making them focus on a different topic, in German you say du lenkst mich ab, which means you drive someone in another direction, which is essentially the translation of it, because lenken means steering, so you steer and do that. So that's what it means. So but it's very similar to another German word which means lecken, and there's just one tiny letter in between that's different, and lecken means lick. So to lick someone and to distract someone, there's only a difference of one letter. And Luca basically thanked me for basically said he's happy that I lick him. So yeah, well, I didn't know we are that far into our relationship, lovely chat, So if you need a lick by a camel, this is good. I guess we need a new emote for that. We need a camel lick emote. We have a certain, wait, hold on. There isn't there a, I can't do it from over here. Anyways. For those of you are subscribed on Twitch, you can use that emote. There's like the tongue out emote. Whew, okay, wow. That was a good one. How long we've streamed? Half an hour. So I think we can almost finish the habitat. If I'm focusing a little bit better now and people don't ask me to lick them in the meantime, we should be able to finish that. Woo! Deep breath, everyone. Take a deep breath. I quite died over here for a moment. But Luca, don't you worry. There's also like a German phrase for the German chancellor saying like Eiermerz or Friedrich, which is a surname of the German chancellor, which is so funny. Which I don't translate that in English. The stream might be demonetized anyways now. But yeah, in any case, so hilarious. And that's also been it's also been such a meme. It's all good, Luca. That was really fun. And honestly, as you said, doesn't it suit you? I mean, it does suit you, doesn't it? Like you have to embrace it now. You just have to embrace it. There's no way around. You have to embrace it. This has to be your iconic inside joke now. But still, please keep it English. I mean, the joke only worked in German, but still keep it English, okay, Luca? You know, that's kind of our rule. We set this rule out for a moment because it was, you know. Usually explaining the joke doesn't make it more funny, but it is. But this time around, it does. It did make it more funny, right? This time it did. You in German also explaining a joke doesn't make it actually more funny. So the only issue we have with the habitat over here is we need to make kind of a natural border for the otters to not escape. So I'm willing to go for the mesh fence. We're gonna go and use this one. Oh, well, I'm sorry. Yeah. Don't you just like a little heads up here. Gonna go with this one. She's gonna go with the big one. Random rotation can go away for once. It is annoying and we don't need it. I also hope that this is going to be a little better in the new game in Planet Zoo 2. I really hope we get a bit of a better way of dealing with water boundaries, if that makes sense. Like water barriers in general. I'm not a big fan of putting these things in. Like naturally in real life, you can also plop like electricity fence and stuff in. That I don't know. It just does. Should I send something as an apology? No, you shouldn't. Absolutely not. It's all good. It's really all good. You should keep on being happy and just do jokes and have fun. This is the best payment for that. And you also have to change your name now to Licky Boy. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't do this. Don't do this. Please, oh God, no. So, Luca, do not worry, it's hilarious. It is. Not for you, but really it's funny. Don't be ashamed. You make my evening. Yeah. And also it should be funny for you. You had to laugh and you said you would cry laughing, and this is how you should do. This is also part of our inclusion in here. Everything is allowed and we have to make jokes about everyone, no matter where you're from. And if you can't withstand this is not the place for you because it's just, I think this is the most important thing in life, guys. That is my inner drive. You have to release a little bit of pressure in your life anyways, and if that is for, you know, making sure you feel better, you just have to make sure you don't look at everything so as it's too hard. You know, life is short, life is hard anyways, so certain things shouldn't be bothering you too much. And this is why I always am for, like, you know, keep things simple. Just make sure you use things as just try to learn from everything you do, essentially, I want to say, and try to not take in everything so hard and just so serious, I guess. And that's what we have, you know. We as humans have the joy of being a species that can have humor and just imagine. I mean, obviously, we also had that little bit of thing that we can work with fire, which is also kind of helpful. but you know, the other thing is humor. We can have humor. There are not that many species in the world that can have humor as well. And even not that level of humor, you know, sarcasm, for example, even though I'm pretty sure that cats can have, do have sarcasm as well, only not with us, just about us or for us, you know, that's for certain. But, you know, that cats are evil. Just it's the way it is. Cats are evil. And you will not convince me of anything else. Cats are the pure evil. Like, they have been designed to show us how living sarcasm, evil sarcasm goes. That's what cats are meant for. And again, you will not be able to convince me differently. It's just, okay, that's just not what I can use over here. Random rotation doesn't work with this. I don't mind. I just need to do something else. Yeah, really strong panic. That's perfect. And I feel blessed to be a part of making people laugh. That heals my heart so much. That's good. Look at the jumping. We do need to I will make a command that will have an inside joke, not making it too obvious, because we need to have that as an inside joke. So don't you worry, Chubby Bear. Luca, we are not going to make this too obvious. Thanks for saying that. Yeah, you're welcome. This is just like how I feel it is. What about rotating this one? Does this random rotation is activated, and then See, this is like, imagine how cool that would be to now have random scaling as well. So the height differences in this piece would also help tremendously over here. So the only thing I have is random rotation to get, you know, the texture switched out a little. But I would love to just do that. Anyways, Rudy, I just remember, since you stopped streaming, I went back to school and got my first diploma. I'm a certified dog trainer now. Oh my god, really? Oh, you know what also happened in the meantime? Unfortunately, we lost our dog, Kimba. She turned almost 17. But then, you know, it was time to go for her, which was very sad. But we have her in our memory the best way possible, and she had a incredible life. That said, she sent us I don't want to say replacement. I think a follow-up is better. Very coincidental. My mom and her partner, they were like, first of all, saying, no, we don't want a second dog as of now. But how it always is, you know. Oh my god, good night, Slivy. Have a good one. Thank you so much for lurking. I'm gonna show you a picture in a bit of our new dog living at my mom's. She is lovely, and she actually brought the same soul of Kimba and just showed us what we did, and like what we did with Kimba and what we did correct, I guess. So she is just here for healing us, I guess, from the loss that we felt with Kimba. And I honestly, it's really hard to say that there is not different forces at work. It's very hard to believe that this is just coincidence. But what do I know? It's just like a feeling thing, you know. But yeah, it's just so crazy to see how that is, you know, just working. You know what we could do? I think that would be fun. We could turn that area here in a secret little backstage area for where we could, you know, house certain things or so. I think that would be fun. Let's do that. I'm going to show you a picture in a moment. Just stay with us. Have a good rest of your stream. Thank you, Phoenix, as well. But we are almost done. Like, it's just half an hour ago. But 80 likes is very likely. We are good. We are good on the like front. Very good. 77 likes for the stream. We had a good stream today. Very good stream today, guys. I'm enjoying it quite a lot. I love the fact that it seems to grow ever so much every single stream, despite us being jokey, despite us being snarky. I should have turned that into a building, right? Because I'm gonna give me a proper face palm for that now. Hopefully it's going to be good. Ooh, that was really good. That was harder than I wanted to do it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I should have, yeah. Just giving you a heads up. Never forget to create a building first, because other one, well, is painful. Just like all these pieces. But anyways, it was a very good facepalm then. It sounded very good. Didn't hurt too much. It was okay. Let me go over YouTube real quick and add a like from me. Oh, I don't need to. Just also, I'm not sure if people of you watch both YouTube and Twitch. You don't need to, right? It's totally fine if you decide for one platform. Also, thank you for the 78th like. But it's also fairly okay if you just choose for the platform of your liking, because I would also just watch on Twitch, I guess. Oh, God. Did it like everything? Wait, there's one in between. I didn't. Yeah, there you go. Fine. Because what I wanted to do, this is why I needed to multi-select this. I just want to, you know, do it that way. And then bring it down. Like so. That looks way better. We still have to put like a different fence in, because people were like, just like they would jump in. That's just not safe for them. But I like the idea of it being like this. This is quite a big otter habitat. This is, for a small clawed otter, this goes a long way. They can actually go with other animals, right? Which is, hold on, which can they go with? They do have interspecies enrichment. The Malayan tapir or the largibbon. I almost feel like we can have the Malayan tapir in here. Size-wise, it still would work, I guess. It's over. I'm waiting on both. Oh, you're doing. That's good. The largibbon. We could also put the largibbon in here. Guys, it's you two. Or we made maybe the binturong. I haven't had the binturong in a long way. We're going to go with the binturong. That's a good one. We're going to have the binturong in here and the otter. I think that would make the habitat in general just better, and we can give them a bit of climbing anyways. So yeah, we're almost at 80. We almost reached We almost reached the target. So what I wanted to do here... Oh, wait. I'm first of all going to show you the doggo. Doggo. Hold on. First of all, I'm gonna... I am undressing my washing machine. Is it called undressing? I mean, I would just say doing the laundry. Oh my god, I'm just getting all these spam mails and I just can't stand this anymore. Look. What the heck is this? Look, this is a legit mail from a scam. Can you just please focus? Focus. Okay, you can't really tell, right? It's another of these steps, like Shure Media. I'm not sure if what is the... Yeah, look, the email address this is sent from is maria73451119@gmail.com. Shure Media Corporation offer. What are these people... Like, who is going to click on this? Who is going to even consider clicking on it? Or like mails like this? Like... It's just Asian letters. What is this? Why? It's so much spam. Lately, it's been crazy bad. Okay, so first of all, show you the good old doggo. This is the last picture I took of her. This is the last picture I took of Kimba. She's such a beauty, but look at how gray she is. Look at how gray she used to being at the end. This is the lovely Kimba. Yeah, she was 16 and a lot 16 and 9 months or something like that. And now I'm going to show you the other one. This is Lucy, and that is the wonderful Lucy. Look at her. Look at Lucy. And I can show you Lucy also in action with a certain someone. Hold on, is there a good picture? So yeah, those two are just like loving each other dramatically. Lucy, she's a border collie. Yes, she is. And it's funny enough though, because my mom, she did not want to get a new dog so quickly. And oh, it's a dishwasher. Oh my god, yeah. That is no laundry. That's my bad, Luca. That is totally my bad. Stupid me. So Lucy is like, okay, first of all, Kimba. Kimba was an accident by a family living close to us. Their dog, she escaped, and then when she came back, she was pregnant. It's like how it goes, right? And then the family, they used to living in like the, I don't know, 8th floor or something like that. Obviously, they couldn't have babies and so on. So they sold the babies, and we grabbed one of those. So it's not been from, because we don't like that, if there's like a breeding program of some sort. And Kimba was a mix, as they found out later on, from a Australian Shepherd and a German Shepherd. Which is a very, very good mix. She was a very good mix, and she was a very lovely dog. She's been very strong in her opinion and stuff, you know. She's been character-wise, she's been very strong. And she was the dog I grew up with, you know. We got her when I was 15, and so you can tell she had a very long life. That was obviously good. My little one got to know her. She also knows her, really. She can really remember, which is great. I think she was 3.5 when she died. So she has memory of her, which is so nice. And for me personally, obviously, that goes very close to my heart, that the same dog I grew up with at least has a tiny bit of a part in my daughter's life. But then there's like a Lucy now. And Lucy, funny enough, is another accident. And that was with a horse riding ranch, which is also just a couple meters away from us here. It's a couple kilometers away from us. They also had the same. They had like a little accident of their dog. But that was like just border collie and border collie. And that was because of two living there. They wanted to actually separate them to make it not happen. And they thought they did, but they eventually didn't. And so, well, it just happened. And so that is how Lucy was offered. And they just eventually crossed over there because my mom was going there for a very different reason. I think she went there for like a just like an online trade. She bought something online and then she was grabbing it there, and then she learned that the babies there were up for sale, and then, well, one thing as always, like one thing follows the other. Anyhow, let's see. For the last 15 minutes, you know what we do for the last 15 minutes of the stream? I'm going for the been too wrong. Don't you worry. But I'm going to sneak in that little idea I had over here. So let's grab the concrete. Shall we just go with the concrete wall? I think it's a good idea. I'm just going to sneak that concrete wall into that corner here. So there we go. Just lower that, and then just so it peeks through. I never grew up with a dog, unfortunately, or any other pets. Oh, that is very unfortunate. I mean, we did have two. We had a dog and we had a small rabbit. Is that like a dwarf? Is that a dwarf rabbit? Do you call that dwarf or dwarf hair? Dwarf rabbit? That was Flo. He was called Flo. He was a male, and he was insane. That was the boldest and most self-confident little rabbit I've ever seen in my entire life. So I guess all the cats in our neighborhood learned that the hard way. I remember that the cats were very interested at attacking him. They did, but they learned that the teeth of rabbits, they can hurt quite a lot. So that was aggressive. But like he became super nice to us, but he used to be super aggressive at the beginning. And yeah, I think we bought that from a normal pet store or not even like a garden center maybe. So we never thought that this thing is gonna live for too long. And oh boy, were we wrong. He outlived his life expectancy by a mile. He turned 9 at the end, and they were expected to go for 4 years. He didn't get the call, so he lived until he was 9 years old. And he was the best and baddest partner of Kimba. They both were crazy. Back on the spam mails, I got a mail 3 months ago from some older lady that is very sick and doesn't have children and is looking for someone to give her 25 million to when she passes away. Still waiting. You're still waiting for her to pass away, right? Oh god, these mails and these. Why are people like, even elderlies should not be like, even they know by now that this is not real, right? But I mean, certainly it has to work, but otherwise they would stop doing this, right? Right? We need these type of pieces in the new game, by the way. These cobble pieces are obviously mods, but they are so good. They're like so good. They add so much to the habitat itself. You know what we could do? Oops. We could just, to make it align a bit better, we could just try to make this. We need to go to the bluish tint here. Oh my god. Let's see if we can. That aligns a little nicer, right? Oh, even though, let me just see. It doesn't even seem like. Hold on. It doesn't even seem like it's more like a. Yeah, it's more like this. That's better. That gets rid of the bluish tint. That's much better. My dog is snoring too. Yeah. Not only just waiting for my dog. I just want my money. Yeah, I guess that's what we all want, right? Just give us the money. I also had like a fun argument the other day again on TikTok, because people were telling me now there's a new argument against EVs. Oh guys, this is so fun. I gotta tell you, I have become super vocal on social. Like I try to be very almost like activist level when people just tell literal lies, mostly about energy, renewables, and EVs these days. It's insane how much fake news is out there about EVs. I mean, I literally have been using an EV now for 5 years. So I've been traveling more than 100,000 kilometers in an EV. I have had an EV when we didn't have a wall box at home, or like a charger at home. We had an EV when we were living in a flat near a big city, so there was also no way to easily charge. But now we have a house and we have the charging option over here. We've been going to Spain, which is 1,800 kilometers. We've done so many things. We've had it at repairs for like checkups and stuff like that. Rudy gone woke. I'm not. See, the thing is that woke? I do think EVs, yeah, it's electric vehicle, exactly. The thing is, the word woke, I do try to avoid this word because the word has a very bad marketing by now. Essentially, woke, to the very core of the game's, the word's meaning is just being aware, right? So there's nothing wrong about being aware. So literally what these people always claim is just being aware too, just for the wrong things, I guess. So what I like to do is like really go in and give facts to people, even though I know that most of the people you will not be able to convince because they're either trolling or they are so deep into their right-wing rabbit hole of alternative facts that no matter what you do, they will not be convinced. But the newest arguments against EVs, they're fun because they don't really have any arguments anymore. The range of EVs by now is pretty decent. The price is still higher than gas cars, but not high enough anymore to argue its lifespan. The life, like over the life cycle, you do spend way less if you go for an EV, no matter what you do. It is definitely going to be that way, no matter if it's a big or a small one. And especially for some bigger EVs, the price, like, or let's say more expensive cars in general, the price range isn't as bad anymore. And they're very close to each other, so there's not really an argument from the price point of view. There's also not really an argument anymore for the charging itself because most of the cars charge very damn fast now. Our car, for example, we charge, and it's 5 years old, don't get me wrong, it's 5 years old. There are cars that do way better right now, but our car charges in 18 minutes from 10 to 80, which is way more than enough to go for another 250 to 300 kilometers on a 80% charge for the next charging. So to Spain, we make it in 5 to 6 charging stops, and each stop only being 20 minutes. With kids, you can't be quicker anyway, so there's no argument for that. And then also all the other stuff. Now, what's the new negative argument? Yes, it's the magnetic fields that do create cancer, and that also make your mind go crazy, and that just basically also destroys, you lose your brain mass every day when you're sitting in an EV. That's the newest thing I've read, because the EV with its battery creates a magnetic field, which by the way is true. It does create a magnetic field, which every electric engine does, because that's literally how it works. I'm not sure if all the people died from cancer where electric motors are used, which is necessarily everywhere in the world. But yeah, I love people defying physics these days just for the sake of talking weird nonsense. But yeah, Michel Hubens. Obviously, I don't know for certain, but I would put all my money on that. It would be stupid to go back from what they did. The only thing which is really bad, I got news today from some modders. Like microwaves have, yeah, exactly. I got some news from modders today, which is very sad news. They confirmed to me that Frontier took out the lighting engine that they use in Jurassic World Evolution 3 from Planet Coaster 2. Let me just quickly explain what that means. It's a bit of a very sad thing. For those of you who love Planet Coaster 2 and used to play it, you will know maybe that there is no casting shadows from in-game lights. So Planet Coaster 2 does not use the full ray tracing. It used the global illumination and directional light based ray tracing, which means directional light is only used by the global light sources, which is the moon and the sun. So whatever is hit by the light from the sun and the moon will cast shadows. Whatever is hit by an in-game light will not cast a shadow and eventually not block the light, which creates that weird looking effect interiors, that the interiors look pretty damn good, but your brain does tell you there is something off. And at the beginning, when the game launched, the cast shadow option was still in the engine, but with some updates later, they took it out of the engine, which is very sad because that means they're not planning to re-adding that anyways. Maybe it's a performance thing, which I don't really believe, because, you know, Planet Coaster 2 and also Jurassic World Evolution is both performance-wise kind of the same. And yeah, I don't know why exactly they did this. It's a pain that I needed to tell you, but yeah, they told me, and I do believe them because they have a very good knowledge of what's going on inside of the files. As you can see from some mods, do some wonder work, and yeah, I'm pretty sad about that. I did write a mail to Frontier the other day, explaining why I think they should still bring this back, knowing that it's not in anymore. But I did tell them how much the community would embrace it and how much the community would actually thank them to align these games. You know, 81 likes, guys. Oh my god, this is a brand new big record today. We are just 7 minutes short, so everyone who joined the stream and has not liked on YouTube, please do a like. Let's see what we can get, because this record today will be setting the goal for the next stream that we have to reach. So 81 likes by now for the stream, which is by far more than we had last time. Last time I think was it 58, 59? I can't remember correctly, but something like that. So that is a good percentage we went up from this. Also, this game felt pretty busy in chat, which is good, which is really good. They better use PZ2 because it will look so much better. Yeah, whatever. I told them, it sounds so bold and so awfully self-confident, which not to say arrogant, but it's not. Don't quote me wrong on that. I'm just saying I like the fact I have the connection to Frontier and I can tell them. So I keep telling them that they should at some point have the same engine for all 3 games, simply because ad break. Oh, you guys have ad breaks now. Oh, I'm so sorry, because I will see how I can deactivate them. My issue here is that I did do these text interviews today, and that's it. All I could do, because I had work and stuff, and it was very close. Needed to bring the kids to bed, you know, to make sure that they can sleep, and I can stream. And so I forgot to look into any other thing. I should definitely make sure that at some point you don't need to worry about these ads anymore. I want to see. I'm not sure if they would climb this log over here. I mean, if they can, they will technically be able to escape. Is this piece climbable? Liege beam. Wait. This one is climbing, this one isn't. Okay, well, we do it this way. They technically could climb up here, but they don't. Okay, fine. 84 likes. Look at this. 84 likes. That is ridiculous number for the stream. It's good. We're doing good, guys. We're doing really good on the stream. I like that. So, we can actually put a lot of more climbing opportunities in. We can also put some bold rocks in here that we can come up from. Let's go to nature. Nature. We could also use you know what? Because we have otters and binturongs, we don't need to mind having too much space. So we could do this and then do like a Rex color, a bit brighter. Yeah, there you go. Still some space to move around here. Have that as a little bit of a nice part in the middle. And then just like, let's just get some other structures in as well. I always turn my ad block off for you. Oh my god, that is that's so good. Honestly, are you ready for a last little YouTube rant at the end of the stream? So YouTube can actually demonetize and deprioritize this video, or the VOD later on. No, I'm just kidding. But like, honestly, I used to be very annoyed lately from YouTube for several reasons. Like, I got myself sorted and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm back into my groove and I enjoy YouTube and I don't mind what the freaking views do. But then again, then my golden coaster came around the corner and I was so proud of it. And then YouTube was like, yeah. You'll be proud of it, but I don't care. I'm not going to promote this whatsoever. Okay, see ya, Rudy. Bye. This is how it worked, and yeah, I'm very, I'm very sad about its performance because I spent so much time working on that like ride, and I'm generally so happy about this. And just the fact how YouTube has become so unpredictable, and nowadays everyone, like also YouTube experts and teachers and blah 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 and coaches, they all agree. Everyone is saying the algorithm has changed so dramatically and no one really found out what is going on right now. And as you say, like the ad block is one of the things that people who watch a video without being logged on to YouTube or having an ad block or watching on a device that is using an ad block or having been activated on YouTube for longer than a week or people who have been in incognito mode beforehand or still are in incognito mode or people who watch on a device that is not logged in, all these views are not counted. So they did cut views, official views, by half, but they still exist. Like, still people watch. So you have more views than you have. Like, you have more views than they're displayed, but the problem is, as for what you're being sold for like, say, ads, they do only count the views that are officially counted. So that is like a on all layers a very bad way of optimizing your experience. And yeah, I mean, do I need to talk about the front page that everything is shorts by now? I guess I don't. So let's see what kind of plants. There are some really cool plants over here I need to use. This is the Chilean heart fern, which is one of my absolute favorite pieces from that pack. They are so good looking. And I'm willing to use them across the board here because they're like so good. I think if I put it on top, I'm not sure if they can meander through it. So I'm willing to put it here quite a lot. That's so good. I think we're all very freaking proud of you with that coaster. I hope you are, because it's been work. It's been a lot of work. What's that little palm? The Kenthia palm. That's an in-game piece. I do still like this quite a bit. So the Binturong is also pretty tropical, right? So it's also good to use a couple of these tropical pieces here with that area. Just like some pieces growing here as well. Just like making sure that this looks good. There's also some of these palm trees. They also are really nice. Love them quite a lot as well. So I've been a fan since your collab series of Quali Beach, even before that collab. Such a safe environment for young people to watch videos. Thank you for that. You are welcome. You are very much welcome. This is obviously one of the targets of the stream, even though, and I do hope you guys appreciate that too, I still try to be genuinely the one I am, and I'm not going to try to make the streams too hyped for the sake of being hyped. I guess, see, it's not really a YouTube rant. It's my own fault, okay? I refuse to do what YouTube wants me to do. Time is up, you say? Oh, you're right. We are just up. Thanks for the heads up. I guess we can call it a... okay, Kane, I want you... okay, so this is fun. Kane, I want you to judge if we were productive today or not. Because I have a feeling this goes into the top 5 most productive streams we've ever had on the channel. While talking. Is it just 85 likes? Dead on. Oh my god, so good. Kane, please let me know. Do you think it's been a good stream? Also like productivity wise? I think it was. 3 hours for that build. It's good. It's good. Tiny ATOLL. 7 it is. That's my favorite number. Of course it's going to be a good build, because 7 is my favorite number. I agree. Loved Quali as well. Yeah, Quali is great. If I were to load into Quali Zoo now, that would take up 15 minutes. I missed the whole thing. Oh no. Sammy Sorbet. Oh no. We're streaming just in 2 days' time. We are doing it again on Thursday. Same time, same place, you know. And on Saturday, I'm planning to do this on Saturday. Quali Beach with the black hole elephant statue. Yeah. It's like 90% finished. Best progress so far. Thank you so much. It's going to be a lot more like we do put in a couple of climbing frames, enrichment items. The waterfall is going in. And that's about it. A bit of pieces here for the guest. And we also, maybe I'm just going to grab one now. I love this Mpingo tree. This Mpingo tree is absolutely going to be in here somewhere, because it's going to be nice looking. Maybe that's good. I think this is good because I then can still take a nice screenshot from somewhere over here. Maybe I'm going to move that further out. Is that climbable? It is climbable. Maybe I have to deactivate that, but I don't think they can jump out the Binturong. I'm still quite happy with how that looks over here. I don't want to put too many big trees in here to hide it, but I think we can have a certain palm tree also in here, like a bit of a bigger one. Am I right, Rudy? And same time, yeah. Oh yes, oh yes. There you have that. Oh, I love that. The tree sits here very well indeed. Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Let's quickly save it. Let's quickly save it. Oh, I don't know why, but I just got a notification we're on peak viewers right now. That is a good point to end the stream. That is that's very uncommon. I didn't know I get a message for that, but I just saw that on YouTube on the panel. There was like peak viewers. I have no idea how many viewers that is, but I just saw we reached peak viewers, which is a good point. Which means like we are getting there. Which means the experience is getting there. Let me just bring myself. Oh, that's the wrong one. Back. What's up with that previous chat? Didn't catch it. Which chat you mean? Also and. God, let's go back. I want to have the progress on screen because it's just so good. Oh, tiny atoll. Look at that, guys. We're definitely gonna get this done till the end, till Planet Zoo is about to launch. Yeah, but guys, I am I need to thank you guys. Okay, I gotta go for webcam full. You can see me. Hello, thank you guys so much for the ongoing support. As I said earlier, it's a tough time because YouTube is not YouTubing anymore the way it used to be doing the licking thing before, and I wanted to stream, you know that I wanted to stream for a long time, but the main reason was that the little one wasn't ready yet because his sleeping schedule was too unstable. Now it is actually very stable, so streaming is a bit more plannable, and I did agree to a certain schedule with my wife. Fortunately enough, also my football training times have changed, so that Tuesdays and Thursday were actually my training days, which would make a stream impossible, but now it's Wednesday and Friday, which honestly for IRL is not the best choice because Friday is a bad day for football training, I gotta admit, but yeah, you do what you do, right? And I think at the end of the day, this freed the time now to do streaming, which is great, and I do hope that we can tell the algorithm from that it is a good spot to be in, you know, for YouTube certain things. And I'm just like very happy to get more into touch with you guys again. And as I said, my target is to reach peak numbers on streams by the end of the year, which is obviously when Planet Zoo 2 is launched, which should give us a boost as well. And in like the perfect world, we are getting to a point that all of this is freeing me from the pressure of views and algorithms. If we can maintain a certain amount of people watching, streaming, subbing, membering, is that a word? Becoming a member? I want to say membering. Membering is the active word for becoming a member, okay? Subbing is becoming a sub, and membering is becoming a member. Shall we go for that one? Okay. If I'm watching on YouTube, I just need to be signed in to help your stats. Yes, you need to be signed in, but unfortunately, if you're using an ad block, that again is another layer of them not counting your view. And I'm also not sure, they also seem to have changed the time you need to watch. There is a certain ratio of a video you have to have at least watched. I think it's below 1% even, but you have to at least watch like 0.5% of the video. It used to be 3 seconds, I guess, but now it's related to the length of the video. So you need to have watched like, I think 0.5% of the video. So if it's a 10-minute video, okay, that's a gun say. It's a 100-minute video. You need to watch half a minute. You know, that's how it goes. I guess that's how it was. But yeah. Hugh. Samantha Thamerson, U5K. Hugh. Is it Hugh is the Hugh Light? Becoming a member sounds licky. Oh my god, yeah. Membering is the art of becoming a member. Also, did we achieve 50 members by now? I didn't catch on that. Wait, hold on. Did we do this? Ooh, that's so bright. Hold on to your little camel butts. Did we achieve this? Let's have a looky look. Where's that membership? Oh, not yet. We are short on one. There's one member missing. If we were having one more member, we get more emoji slots and stuff like that. And we got 2 members 2 days ago, Elizabeth Ferguson and Chapter Xer. And Tapela did join 3 days ago back. Or for me to be... Wait, it sounds like paid YouTube accounts don't count. Ads need to play for you to gain benefits. Well, it depends, you know. Obviously, every ad you watch helps me directly and indirectly. See, I never know what kind of CPR they have. Okay, it is for those of you who are interested, you know, the way YouTube pays you from ads is not only like a average amount of money per 1,000 views. It's more down to what ad is going to be put on your channel, how much it suits the audience, and naturally, when a game in our genre is released, let's say, for example, Planet Coaster 2 was, I received almost 30 euros per 1,000 views. That was insane. My my Planet Coaster 2 tutorial made me over 3,000 euros. That was ridiculous. But funny enough, videos with the exact same amount of views nowadays don't even make 300 euros because the CPR, which is the cost per the revenue of the 1,000 views, is like cut down by factor 10 or even more, which is only you're earning like 3 euros from that because the ads are not qualified for making more money and the advertisers do not spend more. And especially now in the first 4 months of the year, and this is why most YouTubers do not pay too much attention to the first month of the year, because you can have triple the amount of views than in the second part of the year, but you still have the same money come in because advertisers do not spend that much money. So the best times for gamers is always when there's a lot of pressure, a lot of competition. So around game festivals, Gamecom, and holiday season, this is where you earn a lot of money from the ads because that is where they really spend a lot of money to be seen as an advertisement. And I used to having a crazy amount of money from ads from Fantasyland as well. When they opened the Coaster Fly, this is when they had a lot of advertisements also on Planet Coaster videos, which again made a lot of money because that, funnily enough, fit with the Planet Coaster 2 marketing time. So yeah, this is just how YouTube works. But then again, I can tell you, this month is so bad that I may actually have reached my all-time low ever since my channel got monetized, which is way below 600 euros for 300,000 views, which is ridiculously low in terms of advertising money. And this is why memberships and stuff come in. And by that, I mean, I obviously have a lot of costs for that. You know, I pay almost like 100 euros for all the services I need to use, like, for example, Adobe services, Premiere Pro, and so on. The copyright-free music at Epidemic cost money. Lumia Stream, the service, does cost money. You know, I have like 150 euros of something per month I do pay just for services I use to create videos. And that is not even counting my own work, obviously. So yeah. I was taught by my children to stay awake. So pretty pity for being so specific. Viewing as a normal subscriber and liking used to be so much more impactful, I feel, especially for smaller streamers. Yes, Zavi P. How do you call it? Peer? I don't know how. I just call you Savvy, okay? Savvy. Savvy as Savvy. Anyways, I just watched a video the other day. We were talking about that earlier. There's a lot that changed. It seems like at the moment the most powerful feature to help our creators is subbing to the channel if you haven't already. This is always a good sign. Subbing has become a super crazy currency, and the amount of people subbing to my channel is a lot lower than it used to be. I used to having about 1,000 subs per month with the same amount of views I have right now, and now I'm not even having 500 subs per month with the same amount of views. So that means the, like, say, conversion has halved. But subbing is one of the best ways to help a creator because, again, that shows the algorithm you will stay longer on the channel with that channel specifically, and you will stay longer on YouTube. And as for the most impactful thing, at least that's what people say at the moment. I can't prove it, but the most impactful thing is to binge watch. Like, if you watch a video of mine and you click on the next video of mine, you click on one of the end cards and you do it another time, that is like the exponential thing you can do. All of my best performing videos have a high ratio of people watching another video. So, for example, the golden video has the direct link to the making of, which in the first hours had a crazy impact on the performance because everyone was clicking on the making of afterwards, and then they were essentially going on to another video maybe, and that was pushing the whole system. As soon as people, maybe newer people, didn't click on the making of, the performance also of the first video went down. So this is just how it is, and that's why I want to free myself as much as I possibly can from all the services around ads and all the instability. As I said, you can have incredible months. Like I had the launch month of Planet Coaster 2 was potentially my best month ever. And this is sad with way less views than I've expected because of the launch of Planet Coaster being very bad. So the views have been rather mediocre compared to other launches and stuff, but the advertisement stuff around the launch was just crazy. And then Christmas was around the corner. That is just bam, you know, and that's where a lot of money was made, which also put me on pressure regarding taxes, because I did not expect earning that much in that month, and so my forecast was a lot lower, and I had to repay quite a lot of taxes then. Unfortunately enough, I put this away, and that was no big deal, but that's always like obviously the danger of it. I binge watch your videos and shows and begin. Yeah, I mean, Sammy, sorry, that is then the best way of watching. Stop talking to the camera. I'm about to end, don't you worry, Kane. It's been a good talk. This is why I love streaming so much. I should not put a dead end anymore on the streams. I should say we are ending between 1 p.m. and 1:30 maybe to stream myself a bit more space to talk. Anyways, no, but we are ending it now. I need to go to bed. But yeah, it's interesting. If you want to have more insight, just keep on asking. I'm very open about this. You know, I obviously earned quite a lot with YouTube already. It did save our little family butts here a couple of times, honestly. With the house and stuff, where there were some extra costs come in that we didn't expect. I could always take that from the YouTube account, where it's basically like a little bank account where I save the money, which, by the way, is completely gone now because we are at the end of the parental leave of my wife. So obviously every cent had to be used in that time, and she is now starting to work again beginning from next week. So that's why it's the worst timing ever that now my income has gone so badly down on YouTube. It's really the worst timing ever, because I always used to have a bit of a bigger saving for YouTube. It's always been the agreement of me and my wife that whatever I earn with YouTube goes to like a safe spot, and we are only using it if it's really necessary, and I can spend that money as much as I want on YouTube-related things. That's always been the agreement, which I've been doing. This is why I can have such a good computer. This is why I have 3 monitors. This is why I have a good camera now. This is why I've got all the office and stuff. This is all you see in here is paid by YouTube, by you, essentially by you, which, again, makes me feel, as I said earlier, this makes me feel really, in a way, responsible for what I do, and this makes me feel I have to do the content I want to do. And yeah, just giving you a heads up to why that is. And this is why I love streams so much, guys. This is why I love streaming so much. This gives you the opportunity to ask these questions and me to answer them without feeling the pressure to, oh my god, let's keep the video within 30 minutes to make it engaging, and the retention rate and blah blah. I hate all this crap. I want the old YouTube back, you know, just do random YouTube stuff you love, and just you watching the videos and liking them is enough indication that YouTube should push them. Whatever. Anyways, guys, let's end this here. Otherwise, we'll be talking in 2 hours. I have got too many topics we could talk about. Did I save? I think I did. I'll just do that again. Tiny ATOLL 7, save. You can't see that either. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much as always. Thank you so much. I hope you see the progression. I hope you see how much it's been improved, and we are streaming just at about 24 hours. But there's one last thing I need to tell you. Some wonderful people will be streaming tomorrow, and this is going to be a big streaming for the April 22nd, which is the Earth Day. Today is the Earth Day, and I'm just gonna pull up the thing because Lady has actually had that announcement, and I'm gonna quickly tell you. So for the World Earth Day, you will be having a couple of builders tomorrow who do play and stream and do some fun stuff. This is Mrs. T-Rex, Moomin Little Socks, you've got Caesar Creates, Mrs. Simside, we also have Paleo Pizza, Sinful Panda, I can't say who that is because I don't know the logo. It's Zoo Zoo F, it's Eben, it's Pause Build, and there are a couple of supporters, including Leaf, Zonasage Blaze, the Lady Designer, and some other people as well. I would say including me, but I was too stupid to come back to Mrs. T-Rex in time. She has been organizing this, which is amazing. So to make you aware, make sure to peel your eyes on various channels. Tomorrow people will be streaming for Earth Day, or today I should say, and there is a fundraiser which I'm going to share with you right now, where you can put money on. Hold on, this is the link for the fundraiser. As you can see, there's everything written down for what it is. It's about the WWF UK, which goes obviously in aid for animals. And as we've streamed today and built something beautiful like this, you know, you can do so. That was very important. I put this at the end. Thank you also ATMR Group for the subscription on YouTube. Thank you all so much. I really do appreciate, and I would also appreciate if you can donate some money for the good cause of animals. If you want to, of course, it's totally free and up to you. I just wanted to make you aware of that. Whew! Talk enough. I got some snacks, I got a drink and go to bed. Talk to you in about just a couple 48 hours till the next stream. Be there or be square. Bye!